Roane County Raider football is on the air. Stay tuned for all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next. Roane County High School football is brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Route 33 Steakhouse and La Finca Mexican Restaurant, Macintosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, Joel Baker Law PLLC, APS Air Production and Service Inc., Old Fences Realty, Stats Pharmacy, Richard's Lawn and Garden, Miller's Suds and Sales, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Judge, Phoenix Nutrition, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Builder Supply, Family Health Care, Groves Auto, Ford Depew Realty, Norman L. Daniels, State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Minnie Hamilton Health System, Boca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS Intelligent Network Security, Rich Top Rentals, Spencer Cash Saver, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Irby Insurance, Philip Deaver for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. And now we take you to the press box. Here's your Raider broadcast crew: Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 6 of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. We are now at the official halfway point of the high school football regular season in the Mountain State. With tonight representing the midpoint of the season, there are still 18 teams across the state that have yet to fall in defeat. With each passing week, the opportunities to remain undefeated become more challenging. More importantly, though, for the many teams battling for postseason berths, the resume-building chances become thinner and thinner. Even now, undefeated teams could hit the skids and miss out. And even now, teams with just a couple of wins have the chance to reel off enough second half of the season victories to sneak into the final 16. With 7:30 approaching on this cool September Friday night, nothing is decided. Everything is still up for grabs. Looking at the landscape of Class AA entering tonight, the Roane County Raiders remain one of only 5 teams with an undefeated record. It hasn't been easy, and it certainly hasn't always been pretty. But the ultimate goal is to win, no matter how a team has to fight through obstacles, even those that are self-imposed. First halves for Roane County in the first 4 contests this year were, to put it nicely, challenging. The Raiders had to fight through inopportune penalties, turnovers, and some breakdowns in offensive execution on the way to earning wins 1 through 4. Last week, however, the Raiders took a very solid step towards a full 4-quarter victory against the Polka Dots. Roane County started hot and stayed that way in all 3 phases of the game throughout a dominant 48-19 win. The Raiders would love to channel that motivation into just their second road game in 2023. The opponent on the horizon tonight will most definitely provide the motivation necessary to stay focused. The Class AAA Ripley Vikings will welcome the Raiders into their home at Memorial Stadium tonight with upset and revenge on their minds. 2 years ago, Roane County throttled the Vikings at Memorial Stadium 44-7, turning Ripley's homecoming slightly sour. Last season, the Raiders once again jumped all over the Vikings with a 40-6 victory. Roane County must remain focused, however, and not allow the 0-5 record showing on Ripley's schedule to affect their in-game intensity. Last Friday night, the Vikings put a major scare into the number 12 ranked team in AAA, the Oak Hill Red Devils, narrowly missing out on a huge upset by a final of 13-10, and proving that they are more than up to the task of playing the spoiler. Roane County is also seeking to keep the momentum of the changing tide of this long-standing and vastly one-sided rivalry. In the now 13 meetings between these 2 programs, Ripley still owns the series 10-3. And, regardless of the previous 2 years, the words of legendary coach Jim Hamrick continue to ring true. We will be measured by how we perform against Jackson County teams. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 14 of the Battle for the Rotary Trophy begins now. Roane County, say it with me. It's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football. Live from Memorial Stadium on the campus of Ripley High School, we welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's live coverage of your Roane County Raiders. We welcome you inside the facility here at Memorial Stadium on the campus of Ripley High School alongside the rest of the crew. George Allen, our studio technician, back at WVRC Control. Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies providing the graphics, the scoreboard, and the instant replay. Katie White, our camera person, Matt White, our statistician, John Penna. My caller commentator, I'm Andrew Miller. We welcome you into week number 6, Roane County and Ripley. These 2 teams played a good bit early in the Roane County history, hadn't played much since until a couple of years ago. They resumed this cross-county series. Roane County has dominated the last couple of years, but the series still stands 10-3 in favor of the Ripley Vikings. The Raiders here tonight coming in unblemished on the season with a 5-0 record, averaging 38.6 points per game, giving up just 12.8 per game. The Vikings have struggled in the first 4 games. They were defeated by Brooke High School, Buchanan Upshur, Lincoln County, and Marietta, and in those games they scored just a total of 13. But last week is the game that a lot of people are pinpointing, that loss to Oak Hill right here by a score of 13-10, a close loss to a ranked AAA team. So, John Penna, we talked with Coach Paul Burdett Wednesday night. I spoke with him in an interview you're going to hear in just a bit, and he said that this Ripley team has gotten a lot better in the last couple of weeks, and they proved it last week. One thing that I know is it's very difficult for a team to stay motivated when they're winless. It looked like that Ripley team last week was highly motivated, nevertheless, with their record, to win ball games.
Yeah, after last week, they came out, gave Oak Hill everything that they actually had, and then there was a penalty that called a touchdown back, or else that was probably going to be the first win for Ripley. They played very tough, very motivated, and that's just against Oak Hill. So you put Roane County on the schedule, just a half an hour away from Ripley. Those guys are looking at a 5-0 team in Roane County, and they would love to knock these guys off because it's a cross-county rivalry, and there's some history here in this game.
A couple of injuries, a significant one from last week for the Vikings, though, John Penny. You got a two-way starter in Casto who went down at the end of the ball game with an apparent knee injury. So, and we watched him on film all the way through that game. Runs very hard, runs north and south, and puts his shoulder into people and can elude some tackles. Got a little speed defensively. He's a kind of like a Brandon Richardson. He flies around the field, but they're not going to have him tonight. That's a big loss for the Vikings. A couple others as well with some injury bugs. Roane County, meanwhile, right now, other than losing Shea Harper in that first game, they are feeling pretty good. Of obviously 5 games in, you're going to have bumps and bruises, but the Raiders feeling pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, so far so good. Guys are fairly healthy, like you said, losing Shea, and then you've got Hunter Pinson that had to have a knee surgery as well. But everybody else seems to be good to go. Cooper Greathouse made himself available this week, so he's back in action. So you want to get through this game and have a nice, tough physical game, but you want to get out of here without any injuries. Roane County does have a bye week next week, so some guys can get some rest and maybe get those bumps and bruises healed up.
Well, for Roane County defensively, they're going to look to try to stop the running of the quarterback, Tyson Pritt. They opened up their offense last week, John. A lot of option plays there, and Pritt is a big young man. He is 6 foot 180, runs hard when he keeps it himself. Also has a good arm. They haven't thrown the ball a ton this year, but their schedule's been kind of rough as well. But he would be one right now with Casto out that you'd want to look at, and as well as Chris Jenkins stepping in that running back role. You'll see Peyton Keller, a freshman, also in the backfield, and the Raiders are going to have to be watching for misdirection here tonight.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Ripley, you're going to lose a couple guys, but they have tons of athletes here on this field here tonight, Drew. So we have to be playing assignment football. I talked about it. They're really going to come out of here fired up and try to out-physical Roane County, I believe. So it's going to be interesting. And with some new guys in new places for Ripley, that may end up being one of those things that we really have to kind of focus in on defensively when they've got different guys in different spots.
Well, moving on offense, Matt White, obviously Roane County is continued to know what they do the best, and that is run the football. But last week, Jacob Greathouse was as efficient as we saw him last year in those few throws he threw. He was accurate. He had his guys where he needed to get them through the ball well to them. And then the rest of it's just the run game of Roane County with multiple running backs.
Yeah, Roane County's got a stable of backs with Watson, Richardson, Clay Walker, Sawyer Hunt. He was getting a lot of carries last week. Roane County ran 235 yards on the ground, but you mentioned Jacob Greathouse, very efficient in that one. Only 4 attempts completed, 3 of those, and 2 of them went for a touchdown for 111 yards. So just efficient offense from the young quarterback, and just keep giving the ball, feeding those guys in the backfield, and let Roane County see what they can do here. We get closer and closer to kickoff time.
Greathouse on the season, fellas, 23 of 41 overall passing for 379 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. His quarterback rating right now is just shy of 100, 96.4. So he's doing what he's supposed to do, just like he did last year in more limited opportunities. And the reason he hasn't do a whole lot is because Roane County can still run the football, guys. 1,495 yards on the season as a group on 232 carries. Roane County averaging 6.4 yards per rush as a group. And they're led by Roane County senior Brandon Richardson, 89 carries, 703, averaging nearly 8 yards per carries. He's got 8 touchdowns. And then you look at Watson. Watson, at the beginning of the season, John, wasn't carrying it a whole lot, and now the impetus is you got to get that young man the ball, whether it be in the backfield or out in space.
Lane Watson needs touches, that's for sure. I believe he has about 350 yards rushing, I believe.
364.
Eight touchdowns himself on the ground, but Lane Watson has scored on the ground. He scored receiving touchdowns, an interception for a touchdown, and then that awesome kickoff. So just Lane's been electric so far this season. Clay Walker's another one of those guys, Drew. He's changed his body. He's always been a tough-nosed kid, but this past offseason he's put on so much muscle, and he shows that he loves to take on contact and continue to punish defenders as they try to bring him down.
Watson averages, by the way, John, 10.7 yards per tote. That's a first down every time on average that he touches it. You mentioned Clay Walker. His strength, number one, is his lead blocking. He leads this team in pancake blocks. But you've got a fullback, John, that you mix in 52 carries, 225, and he averages, John, 4.3 yards per carry. That's those first and second down yardage you love to have.
Yeah, Clay's kind of that he's a hybrid fullback because he's got some of that speed, but he also loves to just take on the contact. He reminds you of like a Mike Allstott, a guy that just loves to punish people as he continues to run, and then he's able to use his speed and pick up some nice yardage. So Clay's found himself in the end zone a couple times this season so far, but like you said, he gets out and blocks, and he really, really enjoys flat backing those defenders.
Now the Ripley version of the FFA is out on the field in the end zone closest to the school with the jackets on. The band is getting set to take the field. It's going to be a gorgeous night here in Ripley, West Virginia. We invite you to stay with us as we continue with pregame coverage. After these messages, we'll have the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Paul Burdett. You're listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia, to expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
is a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Benjamin Franklin is credited with saying, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." And so it is with daily and regular professional preventive dental care. Brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, combined with regular professional preventive care at least twice a year, can help provide a lifetime of dental health. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
We welcome you back to Memorial Stadium on the campus of Ripley High School. Tremendous pre-game festivities, the Ripley Marching Band with the middle school marching band as well. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Also out on the field with the American flag is the Roane County and Ripley chapters of the FFA all out there. I missed the Roane County chapter. A really cool thing to combine those two sets of young adults there for the national anthem. Looked really cool from our vantage point up here in the press box. Had a chance to speak with Coach Paul Burdett before we came up here and got on the air, and this is what he had to say about tonight's upcoming contest. All right, welcome back, folks. Standing here in the end zone at Memorial Stadium, Ripley High School, Roane County heading up to Class AAA here tonight for an opportunity against a team that on paper you see the record, Coach, and then you watch last week and you watch a Ripley team highly motivated and took number 12 in Class AAA Oak Hill all the way to the wire. Not that you needed any extra motivation, but I'm sure that helps the guys stay focused here this week.
Yeah, Drew, you can't look at records any week in, week out. You just got to see your opponent. You got to know what they do. You got to know how to defend it, and you got to go out and play the game every Friday night. I don't get caught up in all that stuff. I see what Ripley did last week, and I was impressed with the way they played. And we've made sure to let our guys know about that this week.
Schematically, would you look at the way Ripley runs things? Of course, they're going to be missing a big cog here tonight with Casto. They're starting tailback and defensive back out, but they've got a pretty good size line. They don't look like hefty. They look physical, and behind that line, they've got that. They'll misdirection you a little bit, I think, and they'll be able to pass the football. And that's what they like to do, is to kind of air it out if they can. So you guys got a lot to think about defensively.
Yeah, they do a good job of mixing it up. They'll throw it, they'll run it. They sometimes they like to get in and power the ball. They've run some option, really broke option out last week against Oak Hill. So, we just got to be ready for everything, and that's the way we've tried to prepare this week. So, just excited to see, what happens here when the whistle blows.
And defensively, what I noticed is they'll walk a guy up on that edge sometimes and then bring him back. So you're not really sure if it's a 3-man front or a 4-man front sometimes. It doesn't seem like they like to pressure too much as far as blitzing, but that was last week's game. You never know.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like totally different style of offense between us and Oak Hill. So we've seen them on film, and they change their defense up. They could be in an odd, they could be in an even. You just really don't know, and that's that's high school football. You got to keep your opponent guessing, and then they do a good job of that. So we'll find out at 7:30 what type of defense they're going to run, and they're aggressive. They're aggressive on both sides of the ball, so we got to be ready to step up and get after it.
Well, Coach, as per usual, you look out on the field. I don't see, other than, of course, Shea, who is out. He'd had the surgery. And, of course, you've got another JV player who had some surgery this week. But I see the rest of the guys in uniform. How's the health of your guys right before this bye week after this game?
Right now, pretty good, Drew. We've got through 5 weeks. Other than Shea, pretty unscathed. And we had a couple little dinks and danks there that, held Brody out for a week. But we got a couple young guys. Hunter Penson's got a bad knee. He had surgery on it. He's not going to be back this year, I would say. But all in all, probably pretty fortunate to be where we're at.
Well, your guys look focused as we're watching them here in pregame. We wish you the best of luck out there. It's a Rotary Trophy on the line here, Coach. We wish you the best of luck for that one. Go out there and get 1-0 again this week.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate it.
Head coach Paul Burdett back up to the booth, folks, with more pregame coverage. Well, I had mentioned to Coach Burdett, obviously, about the Rotary Trophy, and he said, oh, my gosh, I forgot it. He said if we happen to lose here tonight, then he's going to have to deliver the trophy later in next week. So he said he apologizes in advance for that. So it is the Rotary Trophy on the line here tonight at Ripley High School. A beautiful night for some high school football. While we've got a chance, let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides. Leading off on offense for the Ripley Vikings.
Yeah, you mentioned that kind of revamped offensive line last year. A lot of bigger-bodied, slower guys, more athletic, I think, across the front. You've got the left tackle, 6'1", 230-pound junior Noah Hall. The left guard, 6', 250-pound senior Bradley Anderson. The center, 6', 250-pound senior Luke Lowry. And the right guard, 5'10", 230-pound senior Mason Flutie. And the right tackle, 6', 220-pound junior Xander Stoniker. The tight end, big target in the passing game as well, 6'6", 210-pound sophomore Carter Neal, second leading receiver on this team. The top receiver, 6'3", 155-pound senior Parker Boyd, 7 catches, 136, 19.4 on average per catch for the senior. The other split will be 5'6", 150-pound senior Aiden D'Amico in the backfield. You're going to see at the fullback spot the 5'7", 160-pound freshman Peyton Keller. And the tailback taking over for Casto is 6', 165-pound junior Chris Jenkins. And commanding the Ripley Viking offense, 6', 180-pound junior Tyson Pritt.
Good to see Daniel Starcher over here in Ripley. He coached at Ravenswood at Midget League for a while. He's a Roane County graduate and a Raider football graduate as well. He is on the coaching staff now for the Ripley Vikings. Good to see him right before we get started here. Defensively for the Raiders on the front line, the two ends, Coben Cottrell, the 6'2", 220-pound junior, and senior Andy Jetton, 5'11", 175. The D tackles here tonight, the senior 6'2", 285, Jacob Bunner, and junior Noah Jett, 6'2", 270. Linebackers for the Raiders on one side, Sawyer Hunt, the senior, 6'1", 165. On the outside, on the other side, will be Lane Watson, the junior, 6'2", 210. The middle backer, the Mike linebacker, is Clay Walker, the junior, 5'9", 195. In the defensive backfield, Brody Proctor at one corner, the 5'8", 150-pound freshman, and Chad Blosser, the junior, 5'10", 130. Safeties are Jacob Greathouse, the sophomore, 5'9", 145, and Brandon Richardson, the senior, 5'7", 160.
Yeah, a lot of four-man front, but you'll see, like you said, that kind of a hanging linebacker that'll double as an end. Across the line, though, 6', 250-pound senior Bradley Anderson at the end. The two tackles, 6', 250-pound senior Luke Lowry, and 5'10", 230-pound senior Mason Flutie. The other end that'll double as the linebacker is the 6'6", 210-pound sophomore Carter Neal. The linebacking core, on the outside, you got 5'8", 140-pound sophomore Mason Filial, and the other outside linebacker, 5'11", 180-pound junior Michael Vaughn. In the middle is a very good senior linebacker, 5'10", 180-pound Colin Moore. In the secondary, the defensive backs, corners, 5'6", 150, senior Aiden D'Amico, and 6'3", 155-pound senior Parker Boyd. In the secondary for the safeties, it's 6', 165-pound junior Chris Jenkins, and the 5'7", 150-pound freshman Peyton Keller.
For Roane County along the offensive front line, they've been good this year so far. Left tackle, the junior Tyson Freeland, 6'2", 255. Left guard, the sophomore Hogan Greathouse, 5'10", 235 pounds. The sophomore center is Colton Elliott, 5'9", 230. Right guard, Jacob Bunner, the 6'2", 285-pound senior. And right tackle, the junior, 6'2", 270, is Noah Jett. Tight end, Coben Cottrell, 6'2", 220-pound junior. The wideout is Sawyer Hunt. We'll see him in the backfield some as well, 6'1", 165, and he's a senior. Running backs for Roane County, the fullback is Clay Walker, of 5'9", 195 junior. Lane Watson, 1H back, 6'2", 210, and a junior. And the speedster, Brandon Richardson, 5'7", 160, and he is a senior. And the quarterback, the sophomore, Jacob Greathouse, 5'9", 145 pounds. Taking a look at the coaching matchup, Coach Paul Burdett, 13th season at the helm for Roane County, 71 and 56 overall with 6 playoff appearances. And for Ripley in year number 4, Steve Sayer started off in 2020, 6-3. Since then, just 4-21, 10-24 overall for the Vikings. Roane County in the white jerseys here tonight with the maroon letters and numbers trimmed out in some charcoal. They've got the charcoal pants here tonight with the stripes down the side in maroon and white, says Raiders on it. The maroon helmets with the white Raider R and the white piping down the middle. Royal blue jerseys for the Vikings, white numbers, white letters, white hats, white pants with 2 royal blue stripes down the side with the Ripley Viking logo. Roane County will receive to begin the ball game. Be number 10, Caleb Parsons kicking off. We are moving left to right across your radio dial. Parsons approaching, leg in, high, angled kick. This will be Lane Watson at the 7. Watson up the side on the hash, breaking free at the 30-yard line, still fighting out to the 40-yard line. A very nice 33-yard return for Watson. Roane County with good field position.
Lane Watson took one to the house last week, drew off the opening kickoff, and a great field position return here for the junior do-it-all.
Ball will be spotted on the far hash over near the Roane County sideline. 1st and 10, first possession of the ball game. The Raiders again attacking from right to left as you are listening across your dial. 39-yard line. Raiders will spread 2 receivers out. Cottrell to the far side, Richardson to the near side. Split back formation, handoff. That is Watson off tackle. He'll pick up a good yard, or a good couple of yards on first down. Give him 3.
That's going to be a takedown by Colin Moore. That was Clay Walker that time, the second man through. Clay picked up a few.
So 2nd down and 7. Ball resting out at the 42 of the Raiders. Cottrell will be sent to the near side. Richardson to the far side. Split backs once again. Greathouse looking to throw early. He'll step into the throw. He's got Richardson down the sideline, over the shoulder attempt, and just out of the reach of B-Rich. A good-looking throw as he stayed in the pocket, John did. Greathouse.
Yeah, it was a quick 3-step drop and just looking to get the ball out quickly to Brandon Richardson that was in one-on-one coverage. Nice job by the defender of Ripley of keeping him pinned against the sideline.
Richardson exits. Hunt split to the far side. Heavy package for the Raiders. Handoff. That's Watson to the 45. Gets into a mix of defenders and all the way out to the 48. And that's what he provides. It's just that extra push with the strength of his legs.
Yeah, right here, Roane County has a choice to make early in the game. And it looks like Coach Burdett's going to keep his offense on the field.
1 minute gone by in the first quarter. No score, first possession, and a big 4th and 1. Just shy of midfield at the Raider 48. Vikings will load the box. 3 in the backfield for the Raiders. Going to be the third man. First down for the carry. And that was Clay Walker. Thank you, guys. He's normally the lead back, John, and he was the third man through.
Yeah, in this set, they like to throw a couple lead blocks out and let Clay use his strength behind those guys. Looks like Colton Starcher was one of those blocking backs in there. So now a first down opportunity for the Raiders.
Now Walker averages 4.3, got 5 on the carry, just inside of Viking territory at the 47. Split backs again. Greathouse goes under center. Motion man. That's Richardson with the quick hitter. To the outside. Good lead blocking. Richardson trying to break a tackle at the 45. Drugged down just inside the 45 at about the 44-yard line by a right Viking defender.
Yeah, that time B. Rich almost outran his blocking, and Clay Walker needed to slow up just 1 second. And a nice tackle by Vaughn there of Ripley, or else that could have went for a few more yards.
2 minutes gone by. The count rolling here in the first. 9:44. First drive of the ball game for the Raiders. No score. Second down and 8. Ball resting at the 40 of Ripley. Split back formation once again. Quick hitter off tackle. That is Walker again, spinning like a bowling ball and a top at the 40, and he'll pick up a big carry of 6, and it will be third and short.
Beautiful job by the offensive line that time, Drew. Just tons of blue jerseys on their back. Clay Walker gets the ball, pushes his way, turns, pushes his back through, and it's going to be a third and very manageable here for this offense.
We'll call it 3rd and 2. The ball resting at the 39 of the Vikings. They need the 37. Split backs again. Richardson in motion behind. They'll give it, but the flags come flying in early.
It's going to be a false start. Looks like to be on Roane County.
And that is the nemesis that has plagued this offense, John, for 5 games previous. Penalties in bad circumstances. That will move the Raiders back 5, and it'll make a 3rd and 2, a 3rd and 7. No score yet. 3 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Cottrell split to the wide side. Wing on the near side is Richardson. Split backs. They'll fake the give. Rolling to the outside. Walker wide open. No one around the fullback. He's got the catch. He's down to the 30, down to the 25, and dropped at the 21. We had mentioned that he had been open sometime in the last couple of games with that little pass play. That time, Greathouse dumped it right out to him.
A beautiful block downfield there by Coben Cottrell that helped Clay Walker get a few more yards, but a beautiful fake and a wide open Clay.
Big pass and catch on the 3rd and 7, 1st and 10. Raiders, no score, 8:30 mark. Quarter number 1, I formation, pitch near side. Richardson cuts it off, spins to the outside, picks up extra yardage inside the 20, down to the 15, down to the 13. And he hit that circle button or whatever it is, John.
He definitely hit the circle button, but a nice block by Lane Watson there, and he took on Carter Neal. Carter Neal, a big lad, 6'6", 210 pounds, but Lane won the battle there, and B. Rich picked up some nice yardage.
Almost 9 on the carry, 7:55 and rolling. 4 minutes gone by in the first quarter, opening possession of the game. No score. Sawyer Hunt splits to the far side. That's the wide side. 3 in the backfield. Now Richardson motions out into the flat. They'll turn and hand it off. Walker gets into the massive humanity. He's got the first down and a couple of more inside the 10. Raiders will have it 1st and goal.
Ripley says that they think the ball popped out. The officials will not call that. Roane County's going to pick up the first down.
Ball resting just inside the 10 at the 9 of the Vikings, right between the hashes.
Ripley is loading the box, Drew, especially between the A and B gaps. They're putting a ton of pressure there. Roane County's offensive line really doing a fine job here on this first drive.
First and goal play, Cottrell splits to the far side. You got Watson as an end, a tight end on that far side as well. Richardson motions across the backside. He's got the lead blockers. He's got room to run, cuts it at the right time, edging towards the end zone, and he will be shoved out just shy at the 1.
Nice blocks to get him to the outside edge, and then B-Rich plants a foot and tries to push back inside. Roane County sniffing the end zone here on their second and goal down.
5 minutes gone by in this first possession of the game. Nothing. Roane County a yard shy. 3 in the backfield. Richardson dots the I. Greathouse under center. Turns, hands. Richardson spins. Touchdown. Roane County. A 5-minute drive of pure perfection other than one penalty.
Yeah, that's all that it took. Roane County just sticking to the game plan, run the ball. We're going to look here on the replay. I know you folks out there in radio land cannot see this. Maybe you will tomorrow. But a nice just lead block by Clay Walker and a spin move into the end zone for B-Rich.
Extra point attempt from scrimmage. Cottrell sets. The hold is down. The kick is high into the night sky and good. Roane County strikes first with a 5-minute drive, and they lead it 7-0.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
A tremendous drive to begin the ball game for Roane County, Matt White, as the Raiders hit for 7.
Yeah, it was a very patient drive, 11 plays. Covered 61 yards, 5 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock. Brandon Richardson caps it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Coben Cottrell was good. 7-0 now. Roane County takes the lead after the first possession.
John, methodical drive mixed up with some very nice play calling.
Yeah, a couple pass plays there on that first possession. I like what they did one-on-one, trying to get B-Rich out there, and he was a step ahead. But then the pass to Clay Walker, the play action absolutely set that play up. And Clay was able to get a nice first down and get us down into the red zone. And Roane County is able to score 7-0 with 6:58 left to go here in the first quarter.
Chris Jenkins, the junior, and Parker Boyd, the senior, back deep to receive. This ball will sail from right to left across your radio dial off the foots of Coben Cottrell. Cottrell approaches, leg in high. End over end kick taken by Boyd at the 8. Boyd comes to the near sideline. Looking for an opening, doesn't have it, and he is locked up. Bradley Mace coming in there with a heavy hit.
Yeah, Bradley Mace as well as Sawyer Hunt. Sawyer really was the one that slowed that thing down. Great kickoff coverage by those two lads.
Garrett Brabham also in on the tackle, a return of, we'll call it 13 yards out to the 21 near hash opening possession for the Vikings on offense. I formation, receiver split to both sides. The quarterback, Tyson Pritt, going to keep it on the option to the outside. A little bit of room to run, but closed up quickly by the missile, and that is Richardson.
Brandon Richardson. He is a heat-seeking missile from the safety position. He's a kind of a hybrid linebacker. If you watch here on the replay, B-Rich is about 15 yards off the ball, and he finds it, and he goes to town. Makes a beautiful tackle there.
38 tackles coming in, second on the team only to Lane Watson. A gain, though, of 4 on first. Second down and 6, 7-0 Roane County first quarter. 6 minutes, 20 seconds in rolling. Wing around behind. Now it's going to be another option play. He's got a chance to run or pass. Pritt trying to break through at the 30. He'll get tackled out there by Watson. But another big gain by the quarterback. I mentioned, John, got to watch for Pritt running with the absence of Noah Casto.
Yeah, not sure if that was a busted play or not because the running back, Boyd, didn't follow there. It looked like it was possibly an option to the other side, but great read that time by Lane Watson, and he wasn't going to let that one get past him.
5:45 in rolling first quarter, 7-0 Roane County. A 3rd and 1 for the Raider defense at the Ripley 30, near hash. Pair receivers split near side with a wing near side. Single back. Now they'll motion Jenkins behind. They'll give it off tackle, and I'm not sure if the running back has got it or not.
No.
Cottrell there.
Coben Cottrell getting aggressive here, Drew, as his football career goes on, and I love it. Nice tackle, as well as Tyson Freeland.
Just a half yard on the gain. They needed 1, so it's 4th down and a half yard. The 31 is what Ripley needs. Raiders are going to send a couple back deep in punt receive formation. Now Watson's going to come back up and leave Richardson alone. Snap is back. It will be a punt from Jenkins, and it's a good one, end over end. Richardson taken all the way back to his own 26-yard line. Going east and west, now cutting it up.
No.
And a late flag comes flying in on a lead block by Jacob Greathouse, of all people.
You can't lead with your body.
Yeah, he got in front. That wasn't the issue, Matt. The issue was
you have to lead with your hands if you're going to engage a guy, what we would typically call the crackback or the blindside block. Big hit, but it's not allowed anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And again, Jacob Greathouse, a sophomore, and the quarterback. I would imagine that Coach Burdett would prefer he just get in front of the player, but that was Carter Neal who was chasing Richardson down. That's going to move Roane County way, way, way back.
Yeah, Carter Neal is a big lad, 6'6", 210. He's just a sophomore as well, Drew, so these guys are going to see each other a few more times.
So the personal foul will send Roane County deep into their own territory. Again, I like the aggression from Jacob Greathouse. Maybe don't want him to be quite that.
Yeah, that thing was setting up very nice.
Just get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Keep your hands forward and get in the guy's way. You can't lead with the shoulder like
that.
It
It's so tough, though. You know, it's so tough when you've played football forever and you see that and you're licking your chops and you're like, yeah, this is going to be a good one. And you look back and see a flag and say, man.
Possession number 2, Roane County leading 7-0, 4:35 mark first quarter. They had it at the 40, but it will be 1st and 10 from Roane County's 16 after the penalty. Raiders will line up with the fully loaded backfield, heavy formation. Handoff, Watson. And he'll drag a couple of defenders out past the 20, give him the 21 on 1st down.
Looks like Bradley Anderson in there on the stop for Ripley. But Lane Watson continues to pick up nice yardage on a 1st down carry.
That will move the clock here, 4:14 and rolling first quarter. Raiders leading 7-0 on a 2nd down and 5 from Roane County's 21. Snap. And there's penalties everywhere. The question is, was it Roane County jumping or was it the defense?
It looks to be the defense.
Hard count by the quarterback, Greathouse, and that will move it right near the 1st down.
Should be just short by about a half of football.
Yeah,
No, they gave it to him.
They'll give him the 1st down. Thought I was with you, Matt. I thought it was at the 26, and the ball looks just short, but maybe it was short of that.
We will take it all day.
New set of downs for the Raiders, 3:49 and rolling here in this first quarter. Raiders struck on a 5-minute drive to begin the ballgame. They lead 7-0. 1st down and 10 from Roane's 26. 3 in the backfield. They'll hand it off. 2nd man. That's Cottrell. Bounces it outside. Coben, shoulder down. Coben breaking a tackle past the 40 out near midfield. Coben Cottrell, we spoke of the big 3 in the backfield. And Coben, you mentioned wanting to be physical. Ow.
Yeah, Coben Cottrell, this is about his 5th carry of his entire career, Drew. And if you watch this right here, he's learning something. He's going to dip that shoulder and run over a few guys. Looks good in that number 34 jersey, kind of Bo Jackson style.
Quite a bit larger than the last guy we remember that wore that, Adam Anderson.
You're right. He's tiny.
Adam, a tremendous running back in his day. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the Roane County 48. Richardson around behind. They'll give the scissors misdirection carry. That is Sawyer Hunt. Bounces it to the outside himself. Down the sideline. Sawyer Hunt to the 20. Cuts it back against the grain. Shoved out of bounds at the 15. Not before Hunt picks up huge yardage.
Pick your poison here tonight, Drew. So far, B. Rich has touched the ball. Clay Walker's touched the ball. Lane Watson. And here you get a little bit of Sawyer Hunt. Man, he continues to run so hard down the sideline. And it looks like Parker Boyd was the guy that pushed him out. Roane County in business once again.
36 yards for number 37.
Fantastic. I was going to say round about 35, Matt, so I could still see a little bit. 2:56 in rolling, or actually 2:56 in stop clock as he was knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10, deep in Viking territory now. This series started at the 16. 7-0 Roane County looking for more. And whistles come in. I think Roane County didn't like what they had, and the Raiders will burn their first time out. 2:56 first quarter action, 7-0 Roane County.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of all Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
Well, this drive began at the Roane County 16. A couple of big carries, one by Coben Cottrell, one by Sawyer Hunt. And John Penna, they've got it down to the 16, 1st and 10 of the Vikings.
Yeah, after that penalty that pushed us way back. But Roane County's just sticking to the formula. Big guys up front open up holes, running backs block for each other, and pick up massive chunks of yardage. I just love the ability to share the ball as much as what we do.
7-0 Roane County, 1st and 10. Far hash, right to left. The Raiders are moving. They'll spread it out and put shotgun on Greathouse. He'll roll to the near side. On the run, dumps it towards the 10-yard line, just a little low. Richardson couldn't pull it off the turf.
Yeah, I thought that time that they were going to go to Lane Watson. They had Lane one-on-one, but he ended up going in to run kind of a post route and kind of scrape for B-Rich to get to the outside. Just not there, didn't connect.
Difficult to throw across the body, get those hips flipped, John, and just a little too much on top of that one for Greathouse. 2nd down and 10 from the 16 of the Vikings. Richardson in motion behind the play. He'll hand it off to Walker, and Clay jumps over the line, and a defensive lineman picks up, we'll give him 2 on the carry. 3rd down and 8.
Looks like Mason Foudy might have been the guy there taking the legs out of Clay Walker. 3rd and 8. Ball resting on the 14.
2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on a rolling first quarter clock. 7-0 Raiders on 3rd and 8. Richardson across in motion, and a whistle. And this time, I think it may be Roane County.
Nope. I think it's going to go on the defense again.
They gave the defense. I thought I saw a guard or a tackle on the right side, but that may have been caused by the defender.
Yeah.
So Roane County gets a couple of yards of help, 5 exactly inside the 10 to the 9, and it's 3rd down and about 3 for Roane County's offense. 2 minutes, 5 seconds and counting. 7-0 Raiders. I formation. Watson across from the wing to the far side. Pitch far side. Richardson trying to get to the edge. He's got the 1st down just shy of the goal line. Knocked out of bounds at the 1. And you bring Watson across, John, in motion and let him hunt for a defender.
Yeah, he comes downhill pretty quickly. Nice job of getting to that outside backer, getting a block on him. And B-Rich sets us up nice.
1st and goal from the 1:53 on a stopped first quarter clock. Roane County leading 7-0, looking for another score. They'll go to the fully loaded backfield. Under center, Greathouse. Quick hitter off tackle. And into the end zone is the skid steer himself, Clay Walker.
Great job by the O-line. It's just a quick dive play here on 1st down. And Clay Walker takes this thing in quickly.
Set for the extra point, Coben Cottrell. Snap a little bit high, taken by Greathouse, though, and lit into the night sky once again is the ball. Roane County hits on their first 2 of the ball game. They lead it, 1:51 left in the first, 14-0.
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
2 sustained drives for Roane County's offense, Matt White, to begin this ball game.
Yeah, a couple of big runs. Coben Cottrell and Sawyer Hunt really set Roane County's offense up for that 8-play drive. 84 yards, 2:44 off the clock. Clay Walker with the 1-yard touchdown run to cap that thing off. Coben Cottrell hits the extra point again. 14-0. Roane County on top, 1:51 left in the first.
Cottrell approaching, right to left, this will sail. Jenkins and Boyd back deep. This time it will be Boyd once again, coming straight to the near side for the second time. Now cutting it against the grain, meets a Raider kick coverage unit player in the teeth of the defense at the 31.
Yeah, Clay Walker, first guy there to slow it down. And then it looks like our boy,
the waiting arms.
The open arms of Tyson Freebird Freeland here for 58. Beautiful mullet.
Got a face full of Freebird.
Second drive offensively for the Vikings at 1:44 the first quarter. 14-0 Roane County. I formation. Handoff, off tackle. Good lead blocking, and that will send the running back all the way out past the 35, give him the 37, and that is
Jenkins.
Was that Jenkins? Okay.
Quick hitter. Picked up some positive yardage for Ripley.
6 on the carry out to the 37 of Ripley. 14-0 Roane County, 1:20 and rolling first quarter. Raiders have burned off the first quarter clock, and the ball in and out of the hands for a second, back into Jenkins' hand, and Clay Walker delivers a mash.
Clay Walker, he's playing like a bad man, and he just reads the play a la Colton Paxton. You'll see it right here on the replay. He finds it, and he meets ball right there.
No wait time whatsoever. He took off, and he met Jenkins in the hole. Loss of 1, 3rd down and 5 at the 36. 45 seconds remaining in the first. Shotgun for Pritt. Receivers everywhere. 4. They'll dump it to the outside. They've got their target. Open field tackle missed, and that's going to earn a first down on the second effort by Parker Boyd.
Lane Watson there and attacked the legs. It was a nice job by Boyd to keep his footing.
30 seconds left. The clock is rolling here in the first. 14-0. Raiders with the lead, 42-yard line of the Vikings on the far hash, left to right for the final 20 seconds of the quarter. Pair receivers split out to each side by formation, faking the give. Pritt rolling to the outside, got his target, throws it a little low though, and it's pulled in by Carter Neal, again limping still after that big hit, and he'll pick up just a couple. That will be the final play of quarter number 1. Roane County leading 14-0 from Memorial Stadium in Ripley, West Virginia. You're listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
This is Ashton Rhodes, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Are you struggling to control your blood pressure, lower your A1C, or manage other chronic health conditions? Do you ever feel overwhelmed or unsure after an office visit and need some extra help? If that's you, we can help. Roane County Family Healthcare is now providing chronic care management services for qualifying patients. By enrolling in our services, you will receive one-on-one consultations, an individualized comprehensive care plan, education, monthly check-ins, and more. All of this will allow you access to your care team easily for questions, concerns, or follow-up. So are you ready to team up and find a healthier version of you? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your chronic conditions. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
We welcome you back to Memorial Stadium on the campus of Ripley High School. Folks, we are only on our radio station and streaming audio on our website. We are not allowed to stream video here tonight due to Mountaintop Media's contract with Ripley High School. So those of you continuing to ask, we tried to get that information out today, but you never can catch everybody. Second down and 8 for the Vikings, team switching sides to begin this second quarter, and immediately a penalty coming in. It's second down and 8 at the moment. The ball resting at the 44 of Ripley. That's going to change as the Vikings whistled for a false start.
That's going to push them back.
Now, if you still have anybody asking about it, we are not streaming video here tonight. If you want to watch the game, Mountaintop Media on their Facebook account, they are broadcasting live. We will have this game on video tomorrow on tape delay. Second down and 14 for the Vikings at their own 39. Shotgun for Pritt, looking to the near side. Slip screen. And the catch is made, but good coverage by Roane County. That was thrown to Connor Casto, 6'3" senior.
Older brother of Noah Casto, son of Lucas Casto.
And you see Noah Casto with the jersey and the street clothes on the sideline. Injured last week, late in the Oak Hill loss. Loss of a yard on the pitch and catch. Third down and 15 from the 38 of the Vikings. 14-0 Roane County. Pritt out of the shotgun, pressured, eludes the first target, trying to get away from the second, does not. Bunner is going to be whistled, though, for, I believe, a horse collar.
It's going to be the horse collar. Bunner just got his hand up. And it wasn't a malicious tackle, but anytime you get your hand up around the collar, especially if it's a quarterback.
Well, Pritt showing the strength there, and then again, Bunner, and he knew it. He turned around and looked at the official and said,
yeah,
I was just trying to grab whatever I could get. And unfortunately, he grabbed the wrong part, and that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
I love what Roane County's defense is doing here, Drew. They're bringing B. Rich down into the box and just letting him come off the edge like we saw last week. And that's just tons of pressure on Tyson Pritt. He's going to have to just get rid of the ball quickly.
Tough penalty on the Raiders. Into Roane County territory go the Vikings at the Roane County 47. Going to hand it off tackle. That's Jenkins trying to bounce it outside. Breaks a tackle from one defender, and then Watson comes sliding in to keep it at just a couple of yards.
Yeah, Brody Proctor there did a great job of coming downhill and slowing it down, and then Lane just takes the legs out. Roane County's defense been on the field for a long time here, so they're going to have to settle down and watch for some wrinkles that Ripley's put into this offense.
10 minutes, 45 seconds, and rolling in the second quarter, 14-0 Raiders. Vikings into Roane County territory at the 45 with a second down and 8. Under center, Pritt. Single back in the backfield. Pritt, quick hitter off tackle. And it looks like that may be Peyton Keller, the freshman. Waiting to see. I saw a 2. It is Keller. A flag came in right where the pile was.
I'm going to try to see here on the replay. Don't know if it's a hold or maybe a face mask. Yep, it's going to be a hold on Ripley, it looks to be.
Yeah. Defensive coach Matt Peary out there saying, send them back, please. So that penalty will affect the Vikings in a negative way. They'll be all the way back. Wow, where did that take place? At the 45 of Roane County.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
So move them back into Ripley territory at their own 45. And that will make it a second down and about 18 yards to go. 10-20 and rolling. We're into the second quarter. Roane County leading 14-0. As Pritt enters the huddle. 6 foot, 180-pound junior. I formation under center is Pritt. Turn, hands it off. That's Jenkins. Jenkins breaking a couple of tackles, and he is free into the second unit. Tremendous open field tackle. But the Raiders have shown some issues here in this drive with wrapping up some of these runners, and that will be a big 19-yard first down carry.
Yeah, that time guys trying to tackle up high just did not work there. Jenkins continued to move his legs and picked up a nice first down.
Back into Roane County territory at the Raider 36. 14-0 Raiders, I formation, handed off. Jenkins again. This time he can't get to the cutback, and he'll be gobbled up into the front bigs.
Tyson Freeland having himself a ball game here this evening. Drew 3 tackles, and also Jacob Bunner in there on that stop. Defensive front took notice of that run, cut back, and said, nope, not this time.
Loss of 1 back to the 37 of Roane County. Second down, 11. 14-0 Raiders, 9:20 and counting in the half. Pritt under center, quick hitter off tackle, and that one locked up again. But once again, Roane County unable to tackle the running back on the first hit.
Elaine Watson, first guy there, goes down low, kind of slows him up, and then Freeland comes in on the backside and is able to take him down.
Again, that's the freshman Keller for a gain of 2. Third down and a long 9, short 8. Here comes the option. It'll be the quarterback Pritt. He'll take what he can get. It's a nice gain of 3. And it'll bring 4th and 5 with 8:35 and rolling here in the half. Roane County leading 14-0.
Lane Watson there to make the stop. That's going to be number 5 for Lane.
5 already in the first half for the leading tackler on Roane County's team. Near hash, right to left, the Vikings go on a 4th and 5 from Roane County's 31. Pritt fakes the give. He's going to keep it on the option to the outside. Nowhere to go. Throws it late, dangerously. Completes the pass, though. That was scary. Jenkins with good hand-eye coordination. They'll pick up a couple, and Roane County, though, will hold.
Yeah, Pritt just got rid of that football. He was kind of in no man's land.
I think he thought that Jenkins was behind him when he was getting ready to pitch it, and then saw Jenkins down the field and just darted it. 1st and 10, Roane County. 8:12 remaining in the first half. 14-0 Roane County. They'll move left to right here in the second. Ball resting at the 29 of the Raiders, near hash. Pair of receivers to both sides. Shotgun for Greathouse with Walker moving to the right side. Snap is back. They'll hand it off to Clay, off tackle. Walker past the 30 and dropped down right near the 33-yard line. Right on his average of about 4.5 per carry.
Walker took Luke Lowry for a little ride there. Picked up a nice run on first down out of the ace formation.
Clock moving under 8 on a very fast first half. Second quarter, 14-0 Roane County. 2 methodical drives. The first one was 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Matt, what was the second one?
The second one for Roane County was 2:44, but that last drive by Ripley churned up over 6 minutes of clock.
Split back formation. Richardson around in motion behind. He'll get the carry into the pile, and he'll pick up a first down following the big-bodied front men for the Raider offensive line.
Love watching these guys get out there and get after it. Beautiful push by that front line and then those 2 lead blocks. It's just what Roane County does. We like to get out and block and make a physical game out of it.
Needed 6, got 7 to the 41 of Roane County. 7-10 and rolling, 14-0. Twin receivers split both sides. Shotgun, Greathouse. 5-step drop. He's going to look down the middle. He's got Richardson one-on-one. B-Rich misses the catch by just a bit. I think that was maybe just a little long, John. I missed that as I was moving my eyes.
Maybe just a little long, and maybe B-Rich did not see the ball, because if he would have taken about 3 more hard steps, I think he could have got that thing and been under that. It was a nice-looking play drawn up for Brandon Richardson.
They've isolated him twice here in the first half on those one-on-one pass-catch attempts. Second down and 10. Clock stopped right at the 7-minute mark. 3 in the backfield. It'll be Watson with the handoff. He's got big yardage. He's got first past midfield, and he'll carry a couple of defenders down to the 47 of the Vikings.
The nature boy doing what he does. Out of the heavy formation, he takes a couple guys for a ride. That big-bodied kid is just doing work here this evening.
Clock melting in the second quarter. 14-0 Roane County. They've scored 14 in the first half of all but one contest this year. They'll stick with heavy. Greathouse under center. Second man this time. And that's going to be Coben Cottrell. And look at Coben go. 5 before he was touched. Picks up 3 more with defenders dragging him down. And it'll be inside the 40 to the 39 of the Vikings.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 guys laying on the turf. as 34 gets physical there.
Using
nice
that
run.
truck stick.
He was.
8 yards on the first down carry, 2nd and 2 from the 39 of the Vikings. 6 minutes, 5 seconds and rolling. 14-0 Raiders. On the attack, this one's Walker. Got stuck at the beginning of the run and then picks up a close to the 2 that he needs. Here comes a flag late, though. And maybe some extracurriculars here with a big pile forming at the 37.
We'll see what the officials say.
Big thing is if it was during the play or after the play.
Personal foul.
And the Vikings whistled for a personal foul penalty. Not sure if the carry was 2 that he needed, but the Viking defense will give Roane County the first down nonetheless, and the personal foul is a big one. Inside the 25 to the 23 of the Vikings, 5:55 and rolling. Roane County leading 14-0. Staying methodical on this drive. A lot of heavy package action. They'll spread it out this time with a pair of receivers. Well, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Sawyer Hunt takes the handoff and not fooled was big number 54, Luke Lowry.
Yeah, he stepped up into the hole. Not sure if that was a missed block because he was right there as Sawyer took his first step.
A loss on the play of 3 yards. Will be 2nd down and 13 for Roane County. Ball resting just shy of the 25 of the Vikings. Shotgun formation. Here's the double reverse. Richardson gets to the outside. And here comes penalties flying in as B. Rich breaks tackles down to the 10, but this one is coming back.
No way. This is not a good call. Hogan Greathouse with a great block. And they're going to call a hold here.
Let's see what it looks like. Greathouse was engaged with his man.
May have had a hand inside the jersey, but I thought it was a good block.
Now, and that's going to come back in the backfield, so Roane County's going to move the wrong way here. And again, John, that has been the big bugaboo for the Raider offense is bad penalties throughout the year.
Again,
they've been able to overcome.
The good thing on that, even though it was in the backfield, it goes from the spot of the previous line of scrimmage now. It doesn't penalize the offense near as much. Still, though, 10 yards.
Yeah, and still we're looking at a
22.
2nd down and 22. I like the way Matt.
Could be about 27, though.
Matt's putting on the happy face for that one as best he can. Shotgun formation. Raiders want to throw. Pump fake. Looking over the middle is Greathouse. Looking for his target, Watson. And no penalty call. That one may have not been able to be caught nonetheless, but Parker Boyd was there just a bit early with some contact. Not sure, though,
yeah,
that would have mattered.
It was pretty good coverage, I thought. You know, both guys going up to high point the ball. Guys must have watched some film from last week because Lane Watson was able to fix himself a sandwich and do all that in between the defensive backs of Poca.
14-0 Roane County. They were moving very well before a couple of mistakes, and now they've got a 3rd down and 22 from the
territory.
36.
You don't have to get it all back in this play, though.
Twins to both sides. Greathouse rolling to the far side. Sets his feet, launches it out there. Target reached. Here comes Watson to the near side. Picks up close to a 1st down carry. Still fighting for yardage. Penalty comes flying in at the end of the play. And that was a great throw. It was right on target into the grill of Watson, and then Lane turns at the 25 and does the rest himself. Shucks the defender with a stiff arm, gets in there, and a penalty coming in there.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a face mask against Ripley as they're going to talk it over.
Officials meeting at the spot of the penalty. Face mask will be the call. And that will be a 5-yard variety. Roane County didn't have the 1st down, so that's a big 5-yard penalty. That will give the Raiders the 1st down. Boy, they make it interesting, don't they, guys? 4:26 remaining in the half. Raiders leading 14-0. And the clock will move. Raiders taking their time throughout this drive. They'll spread it out once again. Cottrell, Richardson to the near side. Hunt, Watson to the far side. Now Richardson across in motion to Roane County sideline. They'll dump it quickly out to him.
Ooh.
Great lead block. No, they're going to call a penalty again. That's going to be Watson. And I just don't know football anymore, fellas. I just don't know it.
You can't lead with the shoulder and go high. I'm sorry.
I think he led with his forearms on this one. Let's watch this.
We'll watch the replay. It's just going to be a bubble screen set up to Brandon Richardson.
It's still
Tap
blindsiding.
shoulder.
You're blindsiding. You can't do it. I'm sorry. You cannot do it
He's
anymore.
running right at him. That's not a blindside.
Matt, you're too friendly with the ref.
I'm sorry.
He knows one.
I'm just trying to let you know what the rules are these days so we don't sound like idiots out here.
Well, we do that enough anyway.
Yeah, it's too late. Too late for that match. Too late. We appreciate the help, though. So the Raiders once again penalized, Matt. That's becoming an issue here in the first half.
Yeah, that's a fifth penalty now on Roane County.
A lot of yardage, too, I think, on these,
yeah,
right?
there's been 30, 45, 55, 60 yards on those five.
3:53 remaining. The Raiders move back once again. This time the ball will be spotted at the 25 of Ripley. Clock will continue to run. Roane County, the only good part about that, guys, is it's still first down.
Yeah, more yardage to be had.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back right now, and now a whistle by the lead official. And someone has to step out for the Vikings.
Who's having an equipment issue maybe? Or
Maybe a little blood. Yeah.
Nutty nose.
That's the
Zoom in, Katie.
linebacker Moore.
I got a bloody nose last night. On the outside, my dog scratching me. Still mad about it. Kevin figured it out. First down carry. This time it is the fullback, Clay Walker. He'll pick up a couple, no more. And the clock will remain on the move. It's been a fast-rolling first half. 14-0 Raiders, nearing 3 minutes left. Second down and goal from forever. 22 yards to go. Vikings will bring Jenkins on late. And again, ever since that first hit, you've seen Carter Neal. He's gaming it out here, but he's walking with a bit of a limp. Here's the pitch near side. Richardson looking for the opening. Cuts it against the grain at the 15. Cuts it back all the way to the other side. He's going east and west. Finally takes it north and south down to the 10. Boy, good eyes for Richardson on that carry. He ran officially 12 yards, but he ran about 40 to get 12.
Yeah, just the vision here, the cut back, but great blocks downfield. You see guys still working at it. One more guy to get past, and he's not able to do that. It's third down, though, for the Raiders.
14-0 Roane County, third and goal from the 10-yard line. 3 in the backfield for Roane County. Greathouse under center. Turns, fakes it. He's going to look to roll near side, throws it out there. He's got his target, Watson, and puts a foot in the turf, and his defender goes flying by, and into the royal blue goes Lane Watson.
That looked pretty easy. Nice placed pass just out of the heavy. You're going to see Ripley's really going to bite on that, and it's just a beautiful pass. And then Lane Watson doing his thing, plants a foot and gets into the end zone.
Jenkins goes flying by. Extra point attempt for Coben Cottrell. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So the Raiders, that was adventurous to say the least. They pick it up with a touchdown with 2:04 left in the half. 21-0 Roane County.
Groves Auto Service in beautiful downtown Arnoldesburg, West Virginia, is a full-service auto center providing you with AC, front end and four-wheel alignment, tires, exhaust systems, to basic oil changes and state inspections, and full electrical diagnostic service. Our highly trained technicians with over 40 years of experience between them, Groves Auto Service in Arnoldesburg, West Virginia. 304-655-6765. And be sure to check out our Facebook page.
I'm having some technical difficulties up here in the booth. I almost fell over Penna.
It's not technical.
No technical difficulties for Roane County. Well, there were a few on that drive, Matt White, but in the end, they ask you how, or how many, not how.
Yeah, well, the how many was 12 plays and 71 yards, 6:08 off the clock. Jacob Greathouse to Lane Watson with a 10-yard touchdown pass and catch. Coben Cottrell another extra point. 21-0, now Roane County on top.
Cottrell into this one, angled kick, and that will go past Jenkins and into the end zone for yet another touchback for Coben Cottrell. I believe that is number 8 on the season for the junior. 2:04 remaining in the first half. Again, there were some technical issues in that drive. Roane County just 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. They've got some penalty issues here, Matt, with some distance on those penalties.
Well, yeah, and a lot of those were those crackback blocks, a couple of holding penalties. It's been a rough go of it. 5 penalties for 60 yards. That's not going to cut it.
Well, the Raider defense tasked now with trying to keep Ripley at bay here from the 20 of the Vikings with the final 2:04 on the clock. Vikings will spread a couple to the near side with a wing. Now Jenkins behind in motion. Quick hitter off tackle. Raiders right there, and a yard only for the carry of the freshman Peyton Keller.
That's a quick hitter, and Ripley's picked up some nice yardage from that a couple times, but the defensive interior line, looks like Roane County's going with the 5-man front right now. You've got Bunner at the nose guard. You've got Jett and Freeland at the D tackles.
And the tough thing for the Vikings, they're so deep in their own territory, you can't really go crazy to begin this drive. If you happen to pick up a big yardage play, then you can maybe open it up a bit. But this deep, you don't want to make any decisions that may cause a turnover and give the Raiders the ball. Shotgun for Pritt. He'll roll to the far side, dumps it out to Jenkins. Jenkins with the catch and run out of bounds by Watson. Clock will roll at 1:10. It'll be 3rd down and short.
That's going to be number 6 tackle for Lane Watson. Ripley's going to look to throw the ball around a little bit. 3rd and 3.
Ball resting outside the 25 at the 27 with 50 seconds left. Vikings going to run this clock down. They don't want to give Roane County anything if they don't happen to pick up any more yardage. Strategy down to the wire in the first half. 21-0 Raiders. Backs in the I formation. They'll turn, they'll give, and Jenkins will be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And Roane County is going to burn a timeout with 29 on the clock. So the Raiders are going to force a decision here for Coach Sayer and the Vikings, John.
Yeah, the last time we were here playing in the stadium, it was kind of almost a similar situation, but Ripley ended up scoring on a pitch pass. It was late in the first half. It was like probably about 30 seconds left to go in the first half. But right now, if I'm the defense, or if I'm Ripley, I'm going to punt the ball away quickly.
If you do not get the first down here, if you go for it, Roane County has about 20-some seconds and just 27 yards. So I would imagine that you're going to see a punt here. Roane County will look for, hopefully, some sort of good return and maybe a play or two to end the first half. They lead at 21-0. It is 4th down, and we'll call it a long 2. The yard to reach is the 30. The ball is shy of the 28. So we'll call it 4th and about 2.5. Richardson standing back at Roane County's 45, and it will be Jenkins in punt formation. Jenkins unloaded on one earlier in the contest. Snap is back. Leg in. Another very good angled punt. That's going to go out of bounds. Nope, that's going to stay in bounds for a couple of bounces. And Jenkins does the job. A flag, though, back in the area of the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a formation or somebody lined up off sides, maybe.
Probably going to be, it looks to be against Ripley.
Legal formation.
So it is a false start on Ripley. That will back them up 5. We'll do it again, and we'll see if Jenkins can do his job once again to try to angle this away from the dangerous Brandon Richardson. 21-0 Raiders looking for some sort of spark right at the end of the half. Clock shows 29. This punt will happen from about the 15-yard line as Jenkins standing at about the 12. And a whistle, and this time, timeout for the Vikings. We'll take it with them. We'll punt to go here with 29 on the first half clock.
Hi, folks. Here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Just shy of halftime at Memorial Stadium. Roane County leading Ripley 21-0. 29 seconds left with a 4th down and a punting situation for the Vikings deep in their own territory. Jenkins, who's laid into a couple here, stands at the 12. Brandon Richardson standing at Roane County's 41-yard line. Vikings burned a timeout to make sure they were on the same page. Clean snap. Jenkins leg in high into the night sky. Richardson takes it at the 46. He'll go east and west. Trying to cut it back. Now he'll take it to the sideline. And I think a smart play by B. Rich John. Realized he wasn't going to get much more and was starting to churn some clock. 16 on the clock. Roane County will have it at the 40 of the Vikings.
He looked for that cutback, and then when he did, he's seeing a Vikings defender there, and he just got out of bounds. 16 seconds left to go. When you have some big-bodied receivers like Lane Watson and Coben Cottrell and the speed of Brandon Richardson, anything is possible here.
Well, the majority of the offense has been methodical here in the first half. Do we have some explosions at the end? 16 on the clock. I said 40. It's actually the 44-yard line of the Vikings. 21-0, Roane County. Shotgun for Greathouse. They'll bunch 3 receivers to the boundary side. Now Hunt across to the far side in motion. Greathouse rolling near. Looking downfield. Drops it out on the side. That's going to stay in bounds, though, and that was not good for Roane County. If you were trying to get it out of bounds, Raiders did not. Raiders got to get set here quickly. And Greathouse with 7 on the clock will pound it into the turf. And the Raiders will have a 3rd and 1 now from the 35. Well, John, you've got 2 tall, athletic receivers here in Cottrell and in Lane Watson. We've seen what they can do if you throw it up to them.
Yeah, you could throw it up, or you could maybe hit the old hook and ladder right here.
Greathouse all the way over to the 40-yard line. They don't have much time for that. Clock rolling down here, 12. As Greathouse trying to hustle to the huddle, they'll break it with 9. Roane County's got to hustle here. 5 on the clock. They'll get it off here, I think. Greathouse surveys with 2. Greathouse rolling out to the far side. He's got pressure. He's got to get rid of it. Hit while he throws the football. It's up for grabs down there, and I'm telling you, Sawyer Hunt was trying to fight to get back to that football, and he was being held up by a defender. If you look down, I mean, people on our radio station can't look at this replay, but Greathouse hit as he threw it, and Hunt could see it, and he was trying to fight back, and just the defensive back had a hold of the jersey. And so the Raiders will get another play with a penalty that edges them closer towards the end zone. 21-0, Roane County, 0 on the clock. There'll be an untimed down to finish the first half. Boy, Greathouse, he just stands in the pocket, and he does the best he can to hold on, takes the hit. Roane County going to try to kick a field goal here. Be spotted at the 27. So a 37-yard attempt from the middle, right between the hashes, and that's going to get it a little better for Roane County. They're going to move it to 5 yards closer, someone off the edge a little early. So Cottrell enjoying this penalty because that puts him 5 yards nearer. And it will now be set at the 22-yard line, a 32-yard attempt from in between the hashes for Cottrell. The leg isn't the problem. The question is, good snap, good hold. Snap good, and another penalty. Again, Ripley, the kick was good, but again, Ripley offside, and they are not helping their own cause here. Roane County getting close enough to where they're thinking maybe something else. I think they're committed to the kick here. It's getting closer to just an extra point. Now it will be from the 17, so a 27-yard attempt for Cottrell. No time on the clock, 21-0 Raiders. The snap, the hold, the kick, and that one curling, just wide left for Cottrell. He wishes that second penalty did not happen because that one was banged through. A good first half, though, for your Raiders. They lead it after 21-0. Break to take for our sponsors. We return. We'll recap the first half, give you your statistics, and we'll check scores around the state of interest in all three classes. There is nothing quite like mowing season in the Mountain State, and if you love keeping your property looking pristine, stop in at Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer, West Virginia. We supply everything you need to make your yard look its best. Husqvarna riding mowers are in stock, including model number TS242XD for $36.99 and model TS142L for only $25.99. We also have plenty of Husqvarna 455 Rancher chainsaws on sale for 15% off while supplies last. Hildreth Supply also has an in-house mechanic for all of your Husqvarna and Shindawa equipment needs. Need a tune-up? We have your man. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road. We're the largest flooring warehouse in town, and it's fully stocked with the latest trends in floor covering. All first quality with fair pricing, great values, and professional installation. Stop by or call today, 304-927-8082, or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Intelligent Network Securities is a HubZone, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located in Central West Virginia. INS provides full-scope, enterprise-level digital security and forensic services. We specialize in state and nation-level cybersecurity intelligence, but we feel compelled as a company to offer our commercial consumers both proactive and reactive defense strategies as well. With 15-plus years experience in the field, providing support to commercial as well as nation and state-level entities, INS can provide insight to protecting your assets with our use and knowledge of bleeding-edge technologies. Check us out on the web at intelligent-network-security.com or call us at 304-566-9111. Brian Cottrell, President.
It's football season, and the team at Jack Garrett Ford in Spencer are ready to get you a touchdown deal on a car or truck.
Coach Q, Big Deal Ben, Auto Nathan, and introducing Showtime Sheldon. Football season is the perfect time to get your best deal on the new or used Ford of your dreams at West Virginia's oldest continuous running Ford dealership. Broncos, F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, and more, and has never been a better time to trade. All roads lead to Jack Garrett Ford, where after 65 years, customer satisfaction is still standard equipment.
When you find yourself faced with a legal issue, the steps you take next can literally impact the rest of your life. Hiring the right attorney is one of the most important decisions you'll make. At Joel Baker Law Office, we understand the importance of providing prompt, competent, and honest legal representation. Call or text our office today to schedule a consultation, 304-500-9238.
As someone who played high school sports, I was able to learn the importance of hard work and being dedicated to your job. And these lessons are why it is important that we support high school athletes. I have continued to apply these lessons to my career as a prosecuting attorney for the last 15 years. And they are the same lessons, hard work and dedication, that I will use every day as a circuit judge. In 2024, vote Josh Downey for Circuit Judge in Division 3.
Paid for by the committee to elect Josh Downey. Aaron M. Nichols, Treasurer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. Name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big, any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you. Macintosh Hardware, Furniture, and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, and Macintosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Bilt, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. Macintosh Hardware and Appliance, 204 Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
Hey guys, this is Shannon from Miller Steels and Deals. We have all your shopping needs, from the bedroom to the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room. We've got you covered. Looking for furniture or even maybe a gift card? Come on by Miller Steels and Deals on Mount Zion Ridge in the Old Armory Building, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, for the best prices around. Give us a call, 304-804-6006.
We welcome you back to Memorial Stadium at the half. Roane County leading Ripley by a score of 21-0. Lots of excitement to the end of that first half of play. Roane County stopping the Vikings on a fourth down with 29 seconds left. The Raiders get the ball back on a punt. Richardson down to the 44 of the Vikings with 16 on the clock. Roane County got a defensive penalty to give themselves an opportunity at a field goal kick with with no time on the clock. Roane County put Coben Cottrell at the 37 ready to go. An offside penalty moved it to the 32. Cottrell ready to go again. That time the snap was back, the kick was off, and it was good. But another penalty on Ripley offsides, and a third attempt from the 22-yard line sailed wide left for Coben Cottrell. That's about the only thing that missed for the Roane County Raiders on offense here tonight. They were methodical the first drive of the game, and they tuned up a 5-minute and 2-second drive to begin the ball game with 7-0 on the clock. They were able to hold the Vikings to a punt. Roane County gets the ball back. A little less methodical drive, 2:44 off the clock. A couple of big runs in that series by Coben Cottrell and by Sawyer Hunt to get Roane County into good field position for the second score. Extra point good, making it 14-0 towards the end of the first quarter. Roane County really churned time off the clock. Ripley able to churn some time off the clock at that point themselves. They ended the first quarter, went all the way down to about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. They had 6 minutes plus on their second drive, but it ended shy of a touchdown, so Roane County gets it back. Raiders go on a methodical drive once again, and they push one in to make it 21-0 before all the theatrics at the end of the first half of play. So Roane County leads at 21-0. The only real issue for Roane County, and this just continues to keep popping up, Matt White, is penalty issues. And again, the Raiders have been able to overcome those, but at some point you want to stop saying they're overcoming these penalties. At some point you'd like to say they're not making these penalties. They had a lot of yardage taken away, which made a couple of those drives a little more difficult.
Certainly would help your cause a lot in that situation, Drew, if you can cut down on some of those. You know, Roane County early had the 5 penalties. Didn't commit too many there on the last couple of drives. But Ripley really helping out the cause as well. They had 10 penalties for 75 yards themselves. So a lot of scrappiness in this game that you really need to kind of clean it up a little bit. Other than that, though, the great methodical drives for Roane County, moving the ball very well. The run game is in sync. Passing game has been off just a little bit on some of those deep passes. If you hit one of those and get a big, huge play, makes things a whole lot different in this one. But you had to settle for 3 really good drives and then a field goal attempt there at the end. If you're Roane County, you're perfectly happy with that.
We are happy to get John more than 14 once again on the board in the first half. Again, the penalties a bit of an issue, but Roane County cleaned that up. I think 4 of the 10 penalties for Ripley came on that last 16-second drive by Roane County. But again, you mentioned those 2 big deep pass attempts by Jacob Greathouse to Brandon Richardson. I think I like those anyway because that is just it's forcing Ripley to not be able to load the box. Raiders have gone to a little bit of heavy package in that second drive, but they've really mixed up the play calling here tonight, and I really like the balance and the way they're calling the run plays, and there's just no real tendencies in that first half that Ripley can kind of focus on.
On the drive when we scored before the half, that was what Roane County did. We went to the spread a little bit more there, and we were able to do some things out of the spread. But you're right. I like the passing plays because it keeps their defense, honest. Because if you go back and watch this first half, when we go to heavy, they're loading that box. If we just go to a double wing set, they're still going to load that box. They're not looking for the pass. And whenever we ran the heavy play, that's what set Lane up for the touchdown. And also we ran out of a double split backfield, and that's what helped Clay Walker get out there into the flat. So the deep ball just hasn't been there, but it's okay. It'll connect here eventually. But I like what Roane County's doing on the ground. They're just continuing to turn up yardage and use that clock to their advantage.
And they're utilizing different running backs like crazy here in the first half. So Roane County will give the possession to begin the second half. Ripley will be on offense to begin the second half of play. 21-0 is your score. Matt White, break it down for us.
You mentioned the variety in the backfield. Brandon Richardson leading the way, 7 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown. Clay Walker with 9 carries for 29 and a score. Sawyer Hunt with 2 carries for 34. Coben Cottrell 2 carries for 30. And Lane Watson with 3 carries for 22 yards. Jacob Greathouse was 4 of 10 for 63 yards and a score through the air. 2 of those going to Lane Watson, 31 yards and a touchdown. 1 to Clay Walker for 23 and 1 to Coben Cottrell for 9. 13 first downs in the half for Roane County. 5 penalties, 60 yards, no turnovers, 14-minute time of possession. 163 on the ground, 63 through the air. That's 226 total yards of offense for the Raiders. Defensively, they were led the way by Lane Watson, 6 tackles. Tyson Freeland with 5. Jacob Greathouse with 3. Clay Walker, Sawyer Hunt, Jacob Bunner with 2 apiece for the Raiders. For the Vikings, a little bit of a tough go of it offensively. Roane County's defense playing very well. Chris Jenkins, 6 carries, 26 yards. He had 19 of those on 1 carry early in the ball game. Tyson Pritt, 3 carries for 12 yards, and then Peyton Keller with 3 carries for 4. Pritt was 5 for 5 in the half passing, but only netted 15 yards through the air. 2 of those to Jenkins for 8, 1 to Parker Boyd for 6, 1 to Carter Neal for 2, and 1 to Connor Casto for a loss of 1. 3 first downs in the half for the Vikings, 10 penalties for 75 yards, no turnovers, 10-minute time of possession. 42 yards on the ground, 15 through the air. That's 57 yards of total offense for the Vikings. Defensively, they were led by Colin Moore with 4 tackles. Luke Lowry, Michael Vaughn, Mason Filial, and Parker Boyd with 3 tackles apiece. Add it all up, you got a 21-0 score here at the half. Your Raiders on top. About 6.5 to go here in the half.
Ripley Viking Marching Band is on the field, and they are very good. You have not been here to see them, you're missing out. A great performance that they give every time we're here, at least. John, you had a chance to talk to Caden Keeler over here at Ripley High School, of course, the son of Spencer High School graduate Shane Keeler and Roane County High School graduate Amanda Drennan, who is now Amanda Keeler. Pretty cool honor for him over here as well.
Yeah, he got inducted to the Hall of Fame here this evening. We've known Caden for pretty much his whole life, so it was good to see him and catch back up with him. And he's here supporting his Ripley Vikings here tonight. So he came over and kind of ribbed us here a little bit. But I remember when he played here, he was a tough cookie, and he was that guy from his freshman year on. He was a chance to he made it to WVU, played for them for a couple years, and so just good to catch up with him and of course talk to him about his parents and those Roane County connections that we have.
Absolutely. We are at the half here at Memorial Stadium in Ripley, West Virginia. Roane County leading 21-0. Break to take for our sponsors. When we return right before the second half kick, we'll check scores around the state of interest in all three classes. You're listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
Let Mini Hamilton Health System be your choice when you or your family member has had a major illness or injury and needs extended rehabilitation and/or therapy. Our swing bed program makes it possible to recover closer to your home.
Health system, better healthcare, better living. Hamilton Health System, your partner in health.
For the next few seconds, picture yourself retired. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel? However you picture your retirement, planning early is the best way to make it happen. And State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels is here in Spencer to help. He can chat with you about the kind of retirement that you want and then help you find the best ways to save for it. A little today can add up to a lot tomorrow. So get started now. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 and picture yourself happy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did you know that now is the perfect time to list your piece of property? The weather is peachy, the inviting summer foliage has bloomed, and buyers are lining up to purchase your land. I'm Jordan Spears with Old Fences Realty, and I am dedicated to making the selling process a breeze for my clients. Keep your summer relaxing and allow me to use our worldwide extensive advertising to market and sell your home. Don't wade through the housing market alone. Call me, Jordan Spears, today for a free, without obligation, pre-listing consultation. Broker David M. Greenlee.
Want to look good and feel good? Then stop by and see John Penna at Penna's Barbershop in Spencer on Main Street. Want a guaranteed spot? You can set up an appointment, but if time is not an option, walk-ins are always welcome. Traditional haircuts, no problem. Tapers, high and tight, flat tops, and beard trims. Or if you're looking for something new, he can do that too. Custom designs, burst fades, and mullets. That's right, West Virginia Waterfall, keeping you styling and profiling. Penna's Barbershop has been a proud supporter of Roane County and Raider athletics since 2009. Penna's Barbershop on Main Street in Spencer. Stop in, call, or text at 304-531-4218.
Hello, my name is Philip Deaver. I am running for Roane County Sheriff in 2024. I have been and will continue working to regain the community's respect, trust, and faith. Your vote in May of 2024 would be greatly appreciated.
Paid for by the candidate.
Visit Phoenix Nutrition at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Try our awesome drinks. It'll only take one sip to find out what we're all about. We offer loaded teas to jumpstart your day. All of our teas are sugar-free with just 24 calories. We have such a wide variety of combinations you may never try the same drink twice. Phoenix offers protein shakes and protein coffees as well. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Follow us on Facebook at Phoenix Nutrition, Instagram at phoenix.nutrition.wv, and come visit us at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Proud supporter of all Roane County Raiders.
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Family medicine is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. I'm Caitlin McDonald, a nurse practitioner at Roane General Hospital, and I'm here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. I'm accepting patients of all ages at Roane General Medical Clinic and Southern Roane Medical Clinic, offering family medicine, care you can trust close to home.
Ridgetop Rentals, located at 3502 Clay Road in Spencer, West Virginia, is the place to go for all your equipment needs. We have tractors, dozers, backhoes, excavators, termites, air compressors, straw blowers, generators, jackhammers, torpedo heaters, and much more. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can check us out on the web at ridgetoprentals.machinerytrader.com. Follow us on Facebook at Ridgetop Rentals LLC, or you can call us today at 304-908-2004 or 304-927-1418. Ridgetop Rentals is a proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. Let's go Raiders!
Things going well for the Raiders at the moment as we are closing in on the second half kickoff. 21-0 Raiders leading. Ripley will receive the second half kickoff. Chance to take a look at scores around the state of interest in all three classes, and we have got some doozies, Matt White, tonight.
Yeah, you're looking at some big ones in Double A this week. You got Bluefield up 26-7 on Independence. Independence at risk of falling to 3 losses now on the season. The two big ones, though, number 1, North Marion trailing number 6, Fairmont Senior 21-14. That one late in the second quarter. And the biggest one I think of the week is number 4, Scott. Number 5, Mingo. Scott has the lead 36-14. That one also in the second quarter. Tons of points being put up there. Number 3 in Double A, Philip Barber up big 35-0 on Berkeley Springs. Weir and Kaiser, that's a pretty good game as well. 9-12 matchup. The number 9 Weir up 29-14 at the half. Number 10 Hoover up 28-9 on number 14 Chapmanville in the third. Lewis County 33-14 over Lincoln. That's a bit of a shocker, but good for Lewis County and even better for Roane if you can get that bonus point coming down the stretch.
I would imagine that's not one that we had marked.
Yeah, there was not one on my schedule, but hey, let's hope that the Minutemen can hold on in that one. You know, still a lot of ball game left. Braxton County, they were down big, 43-7 to Liberty Harrison at the half. Elkins looking to get a win. First win of the season, 21-0 over Grafton. Clay County up 14-0 over Logan. That one was in second quarter action. Oak Glen holding on close early with Robert C. Byrd 12-0. Oak Glen looking to get another win under their belt as well. Polka, they've got a 14-7 lead over Sissonville at the half. So a lot of bonus points out there for Roane County to be had. Some big games in Triple A. Number 10 Martinsburg 14-0 over number 13 Musselman. You have Cabell Midland going up big 43-0 on Capital. Huntington up enormous on Riverside 63-0 in the second quarter. Parkersburg number 6, the 4-1 down 9-3 at halftime to GW. That could be a big upset there in Triple A.
George Washington upset somebody earlier in the season, didn't they?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. Was it Cabell, maybe?
Yeah. Yes.
I believe it was Cabell Midland. Number 7, Spring Mills up big at the half on Washington. Bridgeport up big on Brook. Jefferson with the lead over Hedgesville. Those are all ranked teams in Triple A. Spring Valley, a bit of a shocker at 1-4. They're looking to get off the skid there. South Charleston in their way, not so much. 49-0 at the half. Spring Valley looking to bounce back after some early season woes. A couple single A's. Big game. St. Mary's up 8-0 on Williamstown at the half. That's the 2-3 matchup. And James Monroe 21-0 on Summers County in single A. No score for Wirt. Montcalm finally gives up points this year. They gave up 6 to Hundred High School. Bit of a story there for you. And Gilmer County up 21-0 on Meadowbridge. Still no score. Ritchie and Ravenswood. And as always, though, Drew, most important score of the night, Roane County with a 21-0 lead over the Ripley Vikings as we are just about set for second half kick.
Right to left will go the Vikings in the third period. Back deep, Jenkins and Boyd. This will sail left to right off of the foot of Cottrell. High, deep kick. That one will head to the end zone, and another touchback for Cottrell to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Ripley to open the second half play.
Yeah, Coben unloaded that time into the end zone. A couple quick shout-outs here before we get rolling. Shout out to my father-in-law, Alan Lapardis. Happy birthday to one of the best men I know. And want to shout out Dave Snyder back home getting healed up from that hip surgery.
Absolutely. Again, we are on the radio and our website audio only as we get set for second half action. Wing formation, handoff to Jenkins around the side, spins at the 20, gets lit up, but he'll pick up a yard or two.
Tyson Freeland there, Drew. He's playing a great game, 6 tackles now.
We had a lot of people asking if we were doing video. Not tonight. We are recording our broadcast, so we will video it tomorrow. We'll have it up on our platforms tomorrow, but due to some live streaming restrictions here, Mountaintop Media is covering the game on video if you guys want to go find the video of it. Second down and 8, shotgun for Pritt. Fakes the give, keeps it off tackle. Room to run out to the 15 or the 25, and just scooting past the 30 to the 31. That will be a first down carry of 9 for Tyson Pritt. Well, he is, again, John, at 180. He's pretty well put together, 6'1", 180, and he runs the ball hard.
Yeah.
He's breaking some tackles tonight.
Yeah, different wrinkle there for the offense of Ripley. It was kind of a fake, and it was almost like a draw to the quarterback.
Vikings move double wing, and they've got some movement now. And this play is going to come back. That's D'Amico.
Oh, goodness.
Who was one of the wings, came around the backside, had the ball pitched to him, gets lit up, but on the far side, I think it was Jenkins from the wing position moving early. And that will move the Vikings backward.
It was a nice tackle from the outside there. B-Rich was the guy. Now Brody Proctor.
Proctor with a nice hit. They'll move back 5. It'll be 1st and 15 at the 26 of the Vikings. 21-0 Roane County as we are in the opening possession second half action. Raider defense was again stout in that first half of play, allowing fewer than 100 yards total offense. Breaking the huddle late and whistle comes in. Ripley was about to give up 5 more. They'll take a timeout, early timeout in the second half for us. 21-0 Raiders.
Come into Stats Pharmacy where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
Early timeout for the Viking offense to avoid a delay of game. First down 15, ball resting at the 26 of the Vikings. Opening possession second half, Vikings moving from right to left if you're looking at your radio dial. Roane County leading 21-0 and looking to remain unblemished on the season. Receivers near side, wing to the far side. They'll dump it over the middle. Pass and catch complete. Boyd dragging his defender out near the 40. He'll be shy at the 37. but Pritt completes it with pressure coming down into the grill.
Sawyer Hunt on the stop there. They just moved guys. They just took some guys straight downfield and brought that drag route across the middle.
Gain of just about 10 or 11. I formation, handoff, off tackle. And coming in again was Clay Walker, the Mike linebacker, downhill fully.
That was impressive. Clay Walker pins his ears back, and I think the first thing that hit was his shoulder to shoulder. Man, that was a tackle.
Again, just fully downhill, read the play, got there first. Loss of 2, 3rd down and 5. Pritt from the shotgun, slips, regains his footing to the far side, rolling all the way towards the sideline, waiting for his target to try to come open. And that was intended for, is that
20? Domingo.
Was that 20?
Yeah.
I had a 40 in my head for some reason.
There was a 45 over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I got that correct. 4th down and 5, so the Raider defense holds. 21-0 Raiders. They'll get the ball back here with 9:46 on the clock. Ball resting at the 36 of the Vikings. Jenkins has done a tremendous job with the punts. He'll stand at his own 24. Gets it away low. Angled punt. This one takes a sideways bounce, picked up on the run by Richardson. B. Rich to the sideline, to the 40, to the 50, and out of bounds there as he saw. I believe that was Keller bearing down, makes a business decision after a big return.
Yeah, he was cooking on that sideline. Decided to step out. Roane County with great field position here with their first possession of the second half.
So the Vikings turn off 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the third quarter. And the Raiders with a 21-0 lead will take over on downs here with 9:35 remaining in the third quarter. Cottrell splitting to the far side. Richardson as a wing to the far side. Split back formation. Here's a quick hitter. That is Walker, and Walker busts through again. Past midfield, down to the 45. And he is picking up chunks of yardage at times here. Good lead blocking from his front 5 and his teammate in the backfield that time, which was Sawyer Hunt.
Clay Walker is just really coming into his own here, Drew. We've known that since, C-team, that this guy was just going to be an absolute monster on the football field. Love to see what he's done in the weight room this offseason.
Completely changed his body in 1 year in the weight room. 2nd down 1 from the 45 of the Vikings. Richardson behind in motion. He'll take the handoff right near the 45, gets slung around, and in fact slung forward about a half a yard. And we may have,
looks to be the first down.
Officials timeout. They're going to look at it once it's spotted, and that's all it took for the White Hat. He said roll it. 1st and 10, Roane County. 8:45 and counting. Third quarter, first offensive possession for the Raiders. They lead 21-0. Ball resting inside the 45 of the Vikings at the 44. Cottrell splits to the near side. Richardson near on the wing. Turn, rolling to the near side. Greathouse, eyes downfield, dumps it to the flat. That's B. Rich, breaks a tackle at the 30. Another at the 25, down the sideline, slips and falls out of bounds at the 17. And that play extended all the way towards the sideline. Greathouse was waiting, John, for Richardson to break open.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow development. Good coverage there, but B. Rich does the work by himself and continues to pick up yardage and inside the 20. I like what they're doing with Richardson right now. They're trying to get him into some open spaces and let him do his thing.
Clock rolling, 8:10 and counting.
So they 27 on that pickup.
First down, 10, 17 of the Vikings. Greathouse hands it off up the middle, or was that? That was a great fake. That had me fooled.
I saw your Hunt.
Yeah,
so it was Hunt.
It was a scissors play, and you could see the offensive line pull there. The hole closed up a little quick, but a nice tough run by Sawyer.
You could see that, John.
Yes, I could.
I did not. One on the play. 7:40 and rolling, third quarter. Roane County leading 21-0. Split back formation once again. Greathouse under center. Fakes the give, rolling near side again, wants to throw. Nowhere to go. He'll keep it himself towards the sideline and out of bounds, and an extra little bit there, and I think they're going to get the Vikings with that turn and just a little bit of a sling of Greathouse out of bounds at the 13.
Got another flag in the end zone as well. Some contact with Lane Watson over the middle.
I don't know. You might watch Clay Walker kind of peel back here, and it may be on Clay.
Yep, they're going to get Walker on that. Again, as Matt White said, it's the shoulder issue.
Matt's going to show up at practice on Monday.
And he's going to break down some film for these
He's
defenders.
going to get the real shorty shorts,
offensive players.
the shorty shorts on, and get out there and say, look, boys, you lead with your hands.
He's going to roll up the bike shorts as high as they can go.
Anybody got those maroon polyester 2-button bike shorts laying around?
I might have a pair in my drawer.
I think you wore those one year to a Halloween party. So the Raiders, again, they got the holster loaded full of bullets to shoot themselves in the foot here tonight with penalties, and they've got them.
Yeah,
second down and a very long 21 yards, ball resting at the 30 or 28 now of the Vikings. They'll motion. Richardson across. They want to throw it downfield. There is Watson out leaping the defender at the 2, down to the 1. And there is what Roane County can go to when most needed.
Yeah, you just say, okay, we're going to put Lane Watson one-on-one with a defender. You fake the motion and let him come across underneath and then high point it. And Lane Watson doing Lane Watson things.
First and goal at the 1, and Greathouse again. He saw that one-on-one and immediately turned and threw. Handoff Richardson towards the outside, right at the goal line, but shoved backwards before he is able to get in. Good push by the front defensive line of the Vikings. It'll be second and goal from the 1-yard line. I would call it actually about the half-yard line. 6:55 and rolling, second half action. Roane County leading 21-0. Looking to strike again here. Raiders in zero hurry at the moment to make it up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go heavy. Walker and Watson up front. Richardson behind. It'll be Jacob Greathouse at the goal line, and he is stood up, and he is in on third effort. He didn't have it at first. He didn't have it the second time. Extends it just at the end, and he will get to the end zone.
Right here, just follows behind his blockers and then throws a guy off and gets into the end zone as Jacob Bunner celebrates.
Extra point attempted from scrimmage. Greathouse holding. Snap is good. The hold is clean. The kick is up over towards the left again, but it sneaks in for the extra point. 6:26 left, third quarter. Raiders leading 28-0.
It's cold outside. Better check that propane tank. Star Weld behind Spencer Middle School will fill your tank when you bring it in. Star Weld also checks your tank for safety to see if it's damaged or dangerous in any way. Don't trade for someone else's grungy tank. We fill yours. Safety, 7 days a week, and service. Shop Star Weld for propane, welding gases, and supplies. Let Star Weld fire you up. Behind Spencer Middle School, dial 927-2520 or stop today.
Well, Matt White's another sustained drive for the Raiders. Again, they had one penalty, but they overcome it once again.
Yeah, we got to stop saying that, Drew. You're going to get all of us more and more grays or less hair, in my case. 6 plays on the drive, 54 yards, 3:09 off the clock. Jacob Greathouse with the 1-yard touchdown sneak. Extra point kick was good. Roane County with a 28-0 lead, 6:26 to go here in the third.
There was a penalty during the break, and it was just, I believe, a sideline warning for Ripley because you had the get back coach immediately turn, start screaming, get back.
Yeah, that was very anticlimactic flag, sorry.
Cottrell approaches, leg in high, a little more shallow here. That's going to be down at the 10-yard line, taken by Boyd. Off tackle, Boyd wide open for a little bit. Out to the 40-yard line, down the sideline, Boyd, and wrestled out of bounds by Garrett Brabham past midfield. And Parker Boyd, a tremendous return into Roane County territory.
Yeah, it was. They set that lane up pretty quickly. The ball bounced like right in front of them, so sometimes when that happens, guys get out of their lanes. And a nice touchdown saving tackle by Garrett Brabham, his second tackle of the game.
43 yards unofficial on the return. 1st and 10 Vikings at Roane County's 47-yard line. Begins with 6:17 on the third quarter clock. I formation. Pritt turns, fakes the give, rolling to the outside. And great play by Coben Cottrell, the end, as he got up.
It's just hard to believe that this fella's only played a season and a half of football. His instincts are coming right along. As a defensive end, Drew, you've coached these guys for a long time. He stays engaged and then he hands up, high points the ball. Nice job.
Well, Pritt was looking on the outside for number 45 there, Cooper Merritt. And you had the defense of Sawyer Hunt step for step. Wing formation, Jenkins behind in motion. They're going to roll Pritt again. He's got pressure. He is going to elude Coben Cottrell, but not Clay Walker.
Clay Walker having himself a ball game tonight here defensively, offensively. His defensive play, though, reading the plays, has been tremendous tonight. He's watched a ton of film this week.
He puts the foot in the ground as he sees Pritt rolling, got there after Cottrell made a nice play to send Pritt a little bit further east and west. That's to be a big loss on the sack. Back into Ripley territory at the 48-yard line. A 6-yard loss on the Clay Walker sack. 3rd down and 16. Shotgun for Pritt. Quick hitter to the outside. It's Boyd in space. Boyd towards the sideline, gets drug out of bounds. Penalty comes flying in from way down the field. We'll wait and see.
Possibly a hold down here. Chad Blosser with the stop.
And Blosser wanted me to remind you of how good last week's double leg takedown was in open space.
So good. Even better to see his name on that sign-up sheet for the wrestling team.
I figured you would enjoy that. Official in the white hat standing near the Ripley R at midfield, getting this penalty squared away, holding on the offense. So that'll take away the good yardage on the catch and run by Boyd. And it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 11 now. The yard to reach is the Roane County 37. The ball sits at the 48 of the Raiders. 5:05 and rolling. Third quarter action, 28-0, Roane County leading. Vikings break the huddle to send receivers to both sides. Shotgun formation, 3-step drop. Pritt pressure, dumps it out early. And Pritt, again, avoiding chaos with B-Rich on the edge.
Yeah, you can see Pritt right now pretty animated, like, where did that guy come from? Well, B-Rich is shooting from that corner spot.
Stops the clock with 4:52. Setting on the third quarter clock, and it's a 4th down and 11, but it's at Roane County's 48.
I think it's probably going to be a punt situation.
Yeah. Raiders leading 28-0. They'll send Richardson back by himself. And Jenkins, who's been active punting, has another opportunity. And this one launched into the night sky. Richardson stands under it, almost dropped it, takes it at the 15-yard line, trying to break away. Can't do it. Great open field tackle by the coverage unit of the Vikings. That was close for a second. B-Rich pulled that one off the turf.
Yeah, that was fingertips. Got a little scary, but now an opportunity for Roane County to put together a nice long drive.
It will be 1st and 10 at the 16 of Roane County. They'll be moving left to right across your radio dial for the final 4:41 of this third quarter. Roane County leading 28-0. They'll split Cottrell. Near side, double wing formation, single back. Richardson across in motion. Whistle, flags.
Jump on the defense.
And again, that is just some of that respect that Richardson commands when he moves. Not quite to the level of Miles Garrett.
Ooh.
The defender who drew
talking my language.
2 offensive players back and forth. They had ended up with a penalty on the
first
offense.
time I'd seen a defensive player go in motion.
Yes. Raiders get 5 to begin the drive. 1st and 5 from the 21 of Roane County. Cottrell split to the near side. Slot is Richardson. Single receiver far side. Greathouse rolling near side. Wants to throw it. Pumps. Looking downfield. He'll dump it. He's got Richardson coming back for it. And B-Rich couldn't adjust in time. That will fall incomplete.
Yeah, very close, though. I like what that was. They would kind of set that pump and go. They ran the same play down on the other end of the field earlier.
Just good pressure on the defensive edge. The Greathouse couldn't step into that one, had to kind of throw it off his back foot.
Yeah.
Which made that one sail just a little short.
And we'll stop the clock. 4:33, third quarter, 28-0 Roane County on a 2nd and 5 from their own 21. Ball resting on the far hash. Fully loaded backfield. Greathouse turns, gives. That's going to be Watson. Third man, Watson out to the 25, stays on his feet for a bit. And that is just a yard shy of the first down.
He gave it all he could to get to that first down mark. Close 3rd down and 1.
All right, we'll move the clock once again. 4:10 and counting. Raiders again leading 28-0. 3rd down and 1. They need the 26. 3 across the backfield, turn, handoff, that's Walker. Walker's got the first and then some. Walker carrying defenders past the 30 all the way to the 35-yard line.
Man, he's having a game tonight. Love him following those blocks. He's not the tallest of guys, so he gets lost in there a little bit, but you're going to feel his presence when he puts a shoulder into you.
You got 6'3" Coben Cottrell in front and 6'2" Lane Watson. And although he's 195, just 5'9" is Clay Walker. 1st and 10 to the 35 goes Roane County. 3:30 and rolling, 28-0. 3 in the backfield. This time it's going to be
Cottrell.
the Cottrell Express. He'll pick up 3 or 4. Give him 4 to the 39. And here is the methodical Roane County Raider offense. And when you watch this, guys, and when you are a team playing against this, it is almost demoralizing when the Raiders are chunking up 3-4 yards per down and they're picking up first downs, they're running clock. It's what they like to do. 2nd down, 6 from the 39. Hunt split to the near side, 3 in the backfield. It'll be Watson this time. Lane waiting for the opening, bounces it outside, now cuts it back into the teeth near the first down at the 45. He's just passed, and that will be another first down on the 6-yard carry.
Just a great carry for the junior Lane Watson. He kind of took his time there, let some things set up. Another first down.
28-0 Roane County. Clock rolling here in the third, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Raider drive began at the 16 of Roane County. Cottrell split to the far side. Richardson as a wing to the far side. Split back formation. Greathouse turns, rolls outside, wanting to dump it, can't do it. He's going to throw it deep down the field. Cottrell adjusting, comes and grabs it away from Boyd, and he's got the big carry for the first down to the 15-yard line. Another great adjustment, but
oh, man.
Yellow hanky on the field once again.
Yeah, and you can see Bunner jumping up and down. It looks like it could be an illegal man downfield.
They wanted the quick out to Richardson. That was the design play, and he was not open. Greathouse extended the play a little further, and that's when those things happen, John.
Oh, gosh.
Wipes off a 40-yard pass and catch.
And a beautiful, beautiful play. Look at the throw, and then Coben goes up and gets it. Oh, my goodness.
And again, the Raiders take a big play off of the off of Matt's scoreboard, off of his stat sheet. They'll back him up to the 40, 1st and 15 in Roane County territory. 1:55 and rolling, 28-0 Raiders at the end of the third quarter. Scissors, misdirection carry. Richardson gets through the initial line defensively and out to the 45 to the 47. 7-yard carry on 1st and 15.
Very nice little wrinkle play there, Drew. It's a little bit of a different look on that scissors. Ripley has a guy limping off the field, looks to be.
And looks, is that Noah Hall?
Noah Hall.
Hall is going to limp off.
This is a Ripley team that cannot afford to be losing bodies at this point. They've got a lot of guys down there, a lot of key guys.
I mean, if you look there on the sideline, you see 2, 23, 24, 27, 18. That's just off the top of my head in street clothes and jerseys.
And that's
55.
A couple guys that are, starters as well for this team.
2nd down and 8 at the 47 of Roane County. 1:15 and counting, 28-0. Greathouse fakes the give, rolling outside. He's going to dump it deep down the field. Watson can't get to it. Flags coming in. They're going to get a pass interference penalty, and I'm telling you, I think D'Amico played that as well as humanly possible.
Yeah, we talked about this. If you got a one-on-one opportunity chance with D'Amico and Lane Watson, they're going to try to hit that all night.
So that penalty will give Roane County the 1st down. Had Cottrell in the wide out position, and he took off. He had a big lead on his defender, Jenkins, for a second. So Greathouse had options after the very nice fake. That will bring up 1st down and 10 at the 38 of the Vikings. 105, clock temporarily stopped, 28-0 Roane County. Cottrell split near side, wing to the near side is Richardson. Now he'll motion behind. Here's the scissors misdirection carry. Sawyer Hunt breaking tackles inside the 35, inside the 30, and pummeled at the 26, but not before he carries some blue jerseys with him.
I mean, it was just guys holding on for dear life. Great run by Sawyer Hunt. Every run that he's had here this evening has been electrifying, except for the one where the hole collapsed quickly, and he's just taking guys for rides all night.
Under a minute remaining in the third, 28-0 Roane County. Driving, this drive began again at the Roane County 16. It's at the 26 of the Vikings. 1st down and 10. Left to right for the final 50 seconds. Quick hitter to the outside. Richardson letting the blocks develop. Now he'll stick it in the turf, and he will head down the sideline, and he is into the end zone. Great lead blocking. Opened up. It parted the seas, really, with that lead blocking for B. Rich.
Did a great job of just letting Clay Walker take his time and get there. You're going to see Sawyer Hunt and then Clay, hand on his back. B. Rich does the rest of the work to get himself into the end zone. 34-0 with 28 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Raiders will attempt the extra point from scrimmage. It will be Jacob Greathouse, as Richardson will get a breather here real quick. Cottrell set to do the kicking once again. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is drilled right through. No, yeah, one misses right. And once again, the Raiders cannot make it to 35. It will be 34 instead with 28 seconds left in the third. You're listening to Roane County Football on WVRC.
Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. Another score for the Raiders started at their own 16. Matt White, couple big plays for Roane County, put it in.
Yeah, 4 first downs on the drive. It took 9 plays, 84 yards, 4:13 off the clock. Beerich with the 26-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick just off the mark, so the score stays 34-0. Roane County on top, 28 to go here in the third. Important because you could have got to that running clock situation in the fourth.
Cottrell approaches, leg in, high, straight down the middle, taken by Boyd. Had a big return the last attempt. Near side, cuts it off, and he is going to be gobbled up. And I believe that is
Colton Starcher. Yeah, the freshman Colton Starcher. And they're on that kickoff team, shucked a block and was able to peel back and make that tackle.
Wrapped up, didn't let go of Boyd. 1st and 10. Right to left for the final 21 seconds of the third for the Viking offense. And again, this happened once before for Roane County. They made it to 34, but not 35. Handoff, off tackle.
Ball.
And the ball is loose.
Oh.
Picked up, though, by the Viking, and we've got a penalty coming in. That was number 28, Michael Vaughn. First time we've called his name. Vaughn is a 5'11", 180-pound junior.
Somebody shot in and hit the ball quickly. Ball popped out.
And a face mask on Roane County. And is that the
5-yard.
5-yard variety? So that will advance the ball to the 41. And I wonder if the Vikings will run a play here before the fourth quarter. They're hustling to the huddle. 5 on the clock. Britt goes under center. And the Raiders jump off sides, and that is going to light up the Roane County coaching staff. They are not happy about it. 2 jumped off sides, and it'll be 5 more for the Vikings. And we'll have an untimed down here at the end of the third. 1st down and 5 out to the 46 for Ripley. Raiders lead 34-0. Again, 35 would have given them a running clock to begin the fourth quarter.
You got to bring up old stuff, Drew.
I apologize. I formation, Pritt surveys, goes under center. Quick hitter off tackle again. That's Vaughn, and he is lit up and slung backwards. And that will be the final play of the third. We come to the fourth, Roane County leading 34-0. You're listening to Raider Football on WVRC. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia, to expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. We welcome you back to Memorial Stadium, Ripley High School. 12 minutes remaining in the ball game as we enter the fourth quarter. 34-0 Roane County. It's always good to have the in-game thoughts of the coaching staff. We've got Cody May right beside us. I'm sure he also would have preferred that extra point to go through.
He flat out told me yes.
2nd down and 6 after the loss of 1. Left to right will go the Vikings for the final quarter of play. Off tackle handoff to Jenkins, and he'll be tripped up for no gain.
Nice job by Sawyer Hunt. That play is slow developed, and Hunt did a good job of finding the ball and wrapping that play up.
Tremendous camera work by our own Katie White on that play.
It was actually
Was
Matthias.
it Cody that took it, or was it Matt?
No, that was me.
Cody Mason. This is not my job. 3rd down and 6 from the 45 of the Vikings. Jenkins will go back into the I formation. as the tailback. Here's the snap, looking for the quick slant route in and out of the hands. That may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage, John.
Not sure. Didn't see if somebody got their mid on that, but it was just a quick one-step drop throw trying to hit. Look here on the replay. Sorry, folks at home. Oh,
that
yeah,
was
I
tipped.
think it was tipped, yeah.
Tobin Cottrell got a hand on it and tipped it away from the target. Haven't seen just a general slant route for a long time.
Yeah.
4th down and 6 at the 45 of the Vikings.
I think we'll make a late substitution. They're going to punt this one.
And they're going to take Jenkins out. I believe that. Is that Boyd?
Yeah.
No, that is Jenkins. Okay, never mind. We'll punt it away. Richardson over to the 22. He'll go backwards 7 yards. And now he'll take it forwards, and he trips and falls over the turf monster at the 25. That 25-yard line is raised a little bit, right, John?
It is. It is. I was down there earlier. I actually tripped.
So 20 yards to get officially 3 on the carry. And the Raiders will begin their first possession of the fourth quarter, leading 34-0. 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. Right to left go the Raiders for this final stanza. And the sophomore quarterback, Jacob Greathouse, enters the huddle. Once again, they'll split Cottrell to the far side, Richardson to the near side. Split backs in the backfield as Greathouse goes under center. This will be a handoff off tackle, Clay Walker, and he runs hard. It's the only way he knows how to do it. He'll pick up 2, maybe.
Took about 3 guys to bring Clay down. See Colin Moore about lost his helmet. Chin strap was all over the place.
They'll give Walker 2 and some change. Actually, they're going to go ahead and give him 3 out to the 27. Or 28, sorry. Raiders again taking their time as the clock is their friend. Richardson in motion behind the play. Scissors misdirection, carry off to the off-tackle area. And again, look at the running. Look at the effort of Sawyer Hunt. Just fighting for everything he can get, and he got it all the way out to the 20 or the 34-yard line and just shy of a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, love the way he's running here, making the best of every touch that he gets.
They're going to move that ball from the 29 just shy of the 30. So 3rd down and inches, 9:50 and rolling, 34-0 Raiders. Fourth quarter action, handoff, Clay Walker going east and west. Now he'll cut it up on the hash, and he'll pick up big yardage. Give him 6 on the carry. The chains will move, and that's it for Cody May in the booth. He is heading down.
Nice job, Cody.
Always a good sign for us when we see Cody May heading out of the press box.
He's coming out of the booth.
And the Raiders look like that is all they wanted to do was give a little room to their JV unit offense, and we will have the changeover here with 9:20 and counting. Raiders leading 34-0, and the JV unit is in. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Brody Proctor is your JV quarterback. Hands it off. Colton Starcher puts a shoulder into the defense and picks up 4 out to the 45-yard line. Timeout now on the field.
It looks as if Ripley is
They're going to respond in kind. Yeah. And, again, that is the great thing about some of the coaches and coaching staffs in the state of West Virginia. It's been a tough night for the Vikings, but they see that Roane County is wholesale substituting their JV, and they're going to get a timeout to get their second unit in. So for the final 8 minutes, 58 seconds, it'll be second unit players for both sides. Roane County leading 34-0. Raiders, again, will have an off week next week. Much needed break to just rest and recover, heal up a little bit. And then the Raiders are on the road 3 of the last 4 weeks. They'll head to Braxton County on Friday night of the Black Walnut Festival, and then another huge matchup, 2 in a row after that Braxton County ball game. They travel to Mingo Central to face off against the top 5 minor team, and then they'll host the number 1 team at the moment in Class AA, North Marion. Follow that with a final trip in the regular season to Oak Glen. Back to the action, 2nd down and 6. Proctor, the QB, hands it off. Garrett Brabham off tackle, fights out past midfield. Give him 5 on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Roane County.
Brabham that time on the carry. It's good to see B. Rich get a little bit of a break here, Drew, and allow Brabham an opportunity to touch the ball a few times.
Now Richardson's worked hard, needs a little break here, a little tired. So Brabham with the fresh legs and a good second down carry. 3rd and 1. They need the 49 of Ripley. 8:20 and rolling in the 4th quarter. 34-0 Roane County. Proctor taking a look at the play clock. He'll run it down to 2 before he hands it off. Off tackle run and into the scrum. No idea. Was that be Colton?
Leland Schaefer there, number 36.
Quick hitter for Schaefer. And he'll pick up 5 and a first down for the Raider JV. And again, when you think about Roane County's JV, they have 5 games total scheduled this year. They've won 3 and lost just 1. But they've gotten a lot of 4th quarter time on Friday nights to help hone their craft.
Yeah, and then they're going to play Ripley on Monday.
At home, and for the first and maybe only time this year, we get to don our chain crew hat. Hand
Nice
off
run.
tackle. Roane County's JV chunking up some yardage and running some time off the clock. Another carry for Colton Starcher. A lot of freshman flavor, John, on this JV unit.
Yeah, absolutely. Colton Starcher. We've talked about that beautiful hair that he has, but I also saw his name on a list that I really enjoyed. Raider Wrestling sign up.
Nearing the 7-minute mark of the final quarter, 34-0 Raiders on the move with the JV unit. They've got a 2nd and 4 from the 39 of the Vikings. Here's the pitch to the outside. Brabham, he's got lots of turf to run. Down the sideline, Brabham, flagged from behind. The whole play comes in, and it looks like this huge carry for Garrett Brabham is coming back.
Yeah.
Brabham was 10 yards down the field when that was thrown, and that's going to be a learning experience for one young Roane County player.
Yeah, it's just some inexperience. You know, the JV guys, they're our future, Drew. They're the ones that we need to bring back next year.
Well, can't blame it on inexperience because the varsity guys have done a lot of those themselves.
34
this evening.
34-0. Apologize, folks. So it was downfield on the carry, so it will be 2nd and 1.
So quick update, Scott's up 36-20 on Mingo, 4:29 in the 3rd.
Brabham again, off tackle, and Brabham showing his strength on the carry, and he'll pick up nearly 10 more for the Raider offense. 6:35, and it will be rolling as soon as the change reset. 34-0, Roane County with the lead.
Nice to see the JV unit getting some work in here, Drew, and they're moving the ball down the field. Hopefully they get a score and get this clock going even quicker.
I just dislike John Penna sometimes.
North Marion, they're down big. Fairmont 54 to, I believe it's 28.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 27 of the Vikings. JV pitch to the outside. Here is Brabham. He's got all sorts of running room. He's got lead blocking down to the 5, and Garrett Brabham into the end zone for the Raider JV unit.
He had great blocking out front, and then he showed the wheels. Just a sophomore, Drew, so he's got a chance to grow a few years, but this kid can do it all. Nice blocking downfield by Colton Starcher, just a freshman. And then Leland Schaefer out there as well.
Both of those guys lead blocking for Brabham. Raiders will go for 2 into the what we call the heavy package, leaning to the right. It'll be the second man. That is Colton Starcher, and he will dip into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 6:05 left in the ballgame. Roane County leading 42-0.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Well, the JV unit getting some time on the field and making do, Matt White, with the time that they had.
Yeah, really good action there from the JV guys. Total on that drive, 7 plays, 75 yards, 5:02 off the clock. Garrett Brabham gets the 27-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion good, 42-0, Roane County on top.
It will be Colton Starcher to do the kicking.
Talked to Grandpa Stu Starcher the other day, and he said, I didn't know that boy could kick like that.
It will sail right to left off the foot of Starcher. High, end over end kick down to the 20. And taken there by a JV unit player. That's Ryan Campbell, a sophomore. And in comes the secondary missile.
The
on
Mudbog.
Kick coverage. That is Mudbog. Bradley Mace on the dry night. And the turf field.
I about yelled 2 right there for the takedown. Nice tackle.
5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining, and we are in running clock situation now. So things will begin to speed up here rapidly as far as the clock is concerned. Second unit for the Vikings coming onto the field.
Speaking of Bradley Mace, we can't hear the horn from over here, Corey, so you haven't scared me to death about 4 times tonight.
I think he robbed that off of an 1860s train.
It uses coal.
It is loud. That's all I know. Hand off, and that's Keller, by the way, the JV quarterback here, or the second unit quarterback for the Vikings, with a handoff to a second unit player over there, number 4, Kendall Butler, the freshman.
Jace Miller, another one of those freshmen.
A little Roane County flavor for the Vikings coming off the field right now is Cooper Eastman, a freshman, first-year football player, son of a couple of Roane County graduates, and Jeremy and Michelle Eastman, younger brother of course, one of the more talented lady basketball players for the Vikings, Abby Eastman.
Leland Schaefer in there to make a stop.
A couple of yards on the carry by C.J. Harper. And the clock will continue to roll. 42-0 Roane County. 4 minutes and rolling here in the fourth. Raiders will improve to 6-0 on the season. And they will take next week to rest, recuperate, and get themselves ready for the final push. Again, the final 4 games, 3 of the 4 on the road. They'll face Braxton, who is obviously struggling this year. And then the 2 big ones in a row at Mingo Central and home versus North Marion, who is getting waxed right now by Fairmont Senior. Keller, quarterback, keeper to the outside, and he'll be wrapped up by a pair of Raider defenders.
Carson Casto and Nicholas Burnside helped to make that stop.
Down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. The carry enough for Keller for a first down. 42-0 though, Roane County. And the running clock is just melting off here. So it took just a little extra time for Roane County after that missed extra point from Cottrell. Keller under center. The handoff again to Harper. To the outside goes Harper. Down the sideline goes Harper. And great recovery and a touchdown-saving tackle by Garrett Brabham. May need to spill some of those varsity guys here as well in defense.
Yeah. It's just good to see the younger guys get the opportunity tonight, Drew, because they are the future of the program. And it's nice when the varsity guys, get out to a lead.
Big carry for Harper. 2:25 remaining in the game. 1st and 10 down at the 30 of Roane County. Keller goes under center. He's going to pitch it outside. That's number 10, Caleb Parsons, a sophomore, working to the edge, and great help tackling on the outside edge by these Raider defenders. Jace Miller over there.
Miller and Casto both combined.
And we're under 2 remaining.
Now, Mingo Central, they're down 36-20, and Scott is knocking on the door.
Skyhawks, the real deal this year,
And
folks.
Scott's
they
in the end
score.
zone.
They score, yeah.
Ooh.
Started it off with a bang this year as they beat up on Hoover 50-16, I believe was the final on that one, or something like that. Hand off again. Here is Harper to the outside. One man to beat. Breaks a tackle and into the end zone goes C.J. Harper. Strong run by Harper. And you look at this young man. He's a senior. 5'9", 160. And he looks to be running very, very, very hard. And he'll put the Vikings on the board with 1 minute and 26 seconds left in this one. Two-point conversion attempt from scrimmage. They'll shotgun Keller with Harper to his right. Snap back, rolling near side. Pressure from the backside. Keller working to the edge and doesn't get in. And again, great pressure by Roane County. They had 3 there, John.
Yeah, Ben the Manimal Martin. The Manimal with a tackle.
So the two-point conversion, no good, and Roane County leads at 42-6 with just 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining. And Matt, did I do enough to give you time?
Oh yeah, I'm over here trying to watch other games. I'm trying to see what's going on in the state. Like I said, Mingo's down, North Marion's down. Trying to get the score on Independence. That one was turning out to be pretty close. Bluefield had a touchdown lead, but great action here at Ripley Field. Ripley with the 5-play drive, 67 yards, 4:39 off the clock. C.J. Harper, really nice 25-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion was no good. Roane County with a 42-6 lead now over the Vikings. 1:26 to go here in the ball game.
Again, folks, we are recording this ball game. We will be posting it in the morning on our YouTube and Facebook platforms.
Oh, never mind. Bluefield's up 36-21 now.
Kicking off will be Mason Gandy, a 5'9 junior. Looks like the soccer style's coming. Very nice kick for Gandy. And that one kicked by Brabham to stop it from moving. Picks it up, works to the near side, and gets into a bunch of blue jerseys. It'll be 1st and 10 for Roane County's second unit at the 26 of Roane County.
Yeah, you can eat the clock.
Clock will roll right now. And Roane County need only snap it one time to avoid any other penalties. I would prefer that. We've had plenty tonight. Don't need any more.
Yeah, we've had 9, and Ripley had committed 14.
Wow.
One of the nicest formations on offense in the history of football.
Heavy
set.
Thought it was going to be victory. Nope, they're going to hand it off. And
Oh,
just
come
for good
on.
measure, another penalty. Yeah, you got to stuff it this time.
Leo Rogers on the carry, Drew.
Come on, guy.
Must be getting paid by the flag here.
Penalty
tonight.
on the Vikings. They'll move it forward as the clock rolls down. So Roane County will not have to snap it again as the clock runs out on the evening. Roane County wins it 42-6 over the Vikings. Roane County remains undefeated at 6-0 on the season, entering their bye-week break. To take for our sponsors when we come back, we'll recap the ball game, have your statistics, Sid, your Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts, and Paramount surveying play and players of the week.
This is XYC Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Benjamin Franklin is credited with saying, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." And so it is with daily and regular professional preventive dental care. Brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, combined with regular professional preventive care at least twice a year, can help provide a lifetime of dental health. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775.
We welcome you back to Memorial Field, or Memorial Stadium, I should say, in Ripley, West Virginia. Another successful night for your Roane County Raiders as they win it 42-6 over the Vikings. Two of their three first-half drives were methodical drives, a 5-minute drive, a 6-minute-plus drive. They had a 2:44 drive in between that. The Raiders really did a great job of mixing up the play calling on offense throughout. The defense continuing to do what they do best. They held the Viking offense to fewer than 100 yards on offense in the first half, and the Raiders just dominated the line, dominated the defense of play here tonight, and it just was one of those games that even though it was only 21-0 at the half, you just had the feeling the Raiders were in control of this ball game. So you get to the second half, you give Ripley the opening kick, and Roane County gets it right back immediately, and they proceed to go to work with another methodical drive. And before you knew it, the third quarter was over, and Roane County had 34 on the board. Would have been 35, but they didn't make that last extra point. But in the fourth quarter, Roane County's JV comes in after another punt by the Vikings, and Roane County's varsity gets a first down. The JV unit comes in, and they put together a significant drive and punch it in to make it 42-0. At that point, John Penna, the clock she rolled, and one final score for the Viking second unit before this one ends officially. Just thought it was a dominant night for Roane County. Yeah, you come in, you're supposed to do it, but you saw what Ripley did last week. And Roane County, again, the guys just don't get overwhelmed by moments, and they don't overlook anybody. They played what they were supposed to play tonight, and that was some dominant football.
Yeah, tonight, you watched the Oak Hill game. You understood that you needed to respect this football team because they play very hard and aggressive. But I think a lot of the problem here right now is the depleted team. The injuries have really played a part with Ripley. These guys came out here and played a tough ball game.
Yeah.
But dominated up front was the offensive line and the defensive front. They were so stingy here tonight. So. Roane County came out and took care of business and really just stuck to their game plan. But I like what Coach Burdett was able to do. He was able to pick things out of the playbook and do quite a few different things. And when you're preparing for a team, when you throw those things out there, everybody has to prepare for those things. So it makes it tough on a defense. So we get a bye week right now. Everybody gets a break. We see Braxton County coming up.
And the final score here tonight, 42-6. Did I give Matt White enough time?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, Matt White, how did it happen?
A lot of ground game and a lot of different guys getting touches. That's why it's taking just a couple of extra seconds here. Brandon Richardson, 11 carries, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. Clay Walker, 13 carries, 57 yards, and 1 touchdown. Sawyer Hunt, 5 carries, 53 yards. Coben Cottrell, 3 carries, 34. Lane Watson, 5 carries for 32. Jacob Greathouse with 1 carry for the 1-yard touchdown sneak. And then Garrett Brabham, 3 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown and some JV action. Jacob Greathouse was 6 of 13, passing for 117 and a touchdown. Lane Watson had 3 catches, 58 yards and a touchdown. Brandon Richardson with 1 catch for 27. Clay Walker 1 for 23. And Coben Cottrell 1 for 9 yards. 21 first downs on the night for Roane County, 9 penalties for 95 yards, no turnovers, 28-minute time of possession, 316 yards on the ground, 117 through the air. That's 433 yards of total offense for the Raiders. Defensively, just a really good, solid game all around for a bunch of guys. Lane Watson, 6 tackles. Tyson Freeland with 6 tackles. Clay Walker, 4 tackles and 1 sack. Jacob Greathouse, Sawyer Hunt, and Garrett Brabham, 3 tackles apiece. Jacob Bunner with 4. And just a really great defensive effort here for the Raiders. For the Vikings, it was Chris Jenkins with 9 carries, 26 yards. Tyson Pritt, 5 carries for 16. Pritt was 6 of 10 through the air for 26 yards. 2 catches to Parker Boyd for 17, and 2 to Jenkins for 8. 7 first downs on the night for the Vikings. 15 penalties for 115 yards. No turnovers. 20-minute time of possession. 120 yards on the ground. 26 through the air. 146 yards of total offense on the entire night for the Ripley Vikings. 79 of those were given up by the varsity defense and 67 during the JV time on the field. Defensively for the Vikings, Colin Moore led the way, 6 tackles. Luke Lowry with 5. Mason Filial with 4. And Michael Vaughn with 4. 3 apiece for Jenkins, Boyd, and Mason Flutie for the Vikings. Add it all up, and Roane County comes out victorious 42-6 on the night.
Well, folks, there were many, many good plays, and those of you in Radio Land are not going to see this tonight, but when we replay it tomorrow, you're going to find out one of the biggest plays that Roane County had on the night. Our Paramount Surveying LLC play of the game, John Penny. You had a lot to choose from here tonight.
Yeah, there were a ton of big plays, but one kind of stood out to me, and it was because of the guys up front blocking.
The Vikings
and
first
it's gonna
down
be right
10,
here
left to right for the final.
The third
50
quarter.
seconds, quicker to the outside. Richardson letting the blocks develop. Now he'll stick it in the turf, and he will head down the sideline, and he is into the end zone. Great. Oh, you guys could hear that, although you couldn't see it, but you heard it live, and you'll hear it again in regular definition right now. But tomorrow, when you watch this replay, you're going to see that play of the game, Brandon Richardson to the house from 22. Final break to take for Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. When we come back, we will wrap things up with our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts player of the game after this.
It's almost back to school time, and you know what that means. Morning school bus stops, student drop-off areas, and evenings spent driving the kids to all their activities. With all this in mind, safety is key. Are your wiper blades effectively cleaning your windshield for a better view? Do your brakes help you to stop on a dime? Whether you need brakes, rotors, calipers, wiper blades, or belts, Willard Starchers has the best staff in town and keeps quality parts in stock to ensure your car is safely operating in tip-top shape. Stop by Willard Starchers today, located behind Spencer Middle School, or give us a call, 927-2520. Willard Starchers, open 7 days a week.
Final score here tonight, Roane County victorious over the Ripley Vikings 42-6. Raiders again will be off next week. They'll rest and recover for the following week's Friday night trip to Braxton County. Time now for John Penna to distribute our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game Award.
Yeah, very tough tonight. You had so many guys that touched the ball, scored touchdowns. B. Rich had a couple. Clay had one. Jacob Greathouse had one on the ground. it was just an overall great performance by the offense. So I'm going to tip my cap to the offensive line tonight, Drew. You know, those guys are the ones that opened up the holes for these running backs, and we were able to run the ball all over the place tonight. So offensively, we're going to go with the offensive line of the Raiders. And then defensively, I thought Clay Walker was on his assignment tonight, playing that Mike position. He came in, he had a nice sack, he had some great tackles, but every time that he hit you, you remembered that. So the skid steer on defense tonight with the Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game.
Congratulations to the offensive line and our defensive player, Clay Walker, for our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game awards. Again, we are off next week. We also will not have our Wednesday night Raider review this coming Wednesday. We'll get everything back in regular action the week of the Walnut Festival. We'll have a Tuesday night matchup in volleyball at home for Roane County's Lady Raiders. We'll have the Wednesday night show during the festival, and then Friday night football as the Raiders will hit the road on the 14th up to Braxton County to face the Eagles. That will do it for us here tonight. Appreciate everyone for joining us on our radio stream and our regular radio site. Again, don't forget, folks, tomorrow morning we will be posting the video of this ball game for everyone on our YouTube and Facebook pages. For our entire broadcast crew, George Allen, our studio technician, Joe McDonald from A&M Digital Technologies, providing the scores, the instant replays, and the graphics. Katie White, our camera person, statistician Matt White, color commentator John Penna. For all of us, I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful weekend. You've been listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC 104.7 FM. Raider football has been brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Route 33 Steakhouse and La Finca Mexican Restaurant, Macintosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, Joel Baker Law PLLC, APS Air Production and Service Inc., Old Fences Realty, Stats Pharmacy, Richard's Lawn and Garden, Miller's Suds and Sales, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Judge, Phoenix Nutrition, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Dilter Supply, Family Health Care, Groves Auto, Ford Depew Realty, Norman L. Daniels, State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Minnie Hamilton Health System, Boca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS, Intelligent Network Security, Rich Top Rentals, Spencer Cash Saver, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Kirby Insurance, Philip Deaver for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. Thank you for listening, and tune in next time for more exciting play-by-play action with Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Roane County High School football broadcasts are a production of WVRC 104.7 FM. All rights reserved.